Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. It is Wednesday, May 1st, 2024. My name is Jennifer Cotton, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas. That means I teach people how to make greeting cards, scrapbook pages, gift packaging, and more with stamps, ink, paper, and lots of cool tools. So, good morning and welcome. Thank you for being here, whether it is your first time or you are coming back. Thank you very much. Um, I hope you're having a great day. Like I said, my name's Jennifer Cotton. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator 22 years now, and I do this as a full time business. So I offer lots of stuff that anyone can participate in. In the United States, anyone can take my events, they're all offered to go. And if you live outside of the US, anyone can take my tutorials as well. So, today, I am coming to you pre recorded. I'm recording this about a week ahead of time. And that is because I'll be out of town. So I want to get this video out because May 1st is a very special day. It is the day this beauty goes live. So today you can order from this catalog. And it's amazing. It's our new catalog. I'm going to be able to show you the inside, and that is what this video is all about. I'm going to walk you through this new catalog and show you I'll show you all the stuff I have, which is not all of it by any means. So by the way, as you come on, still feel free to say hi, make a comment, give a like, a thumbs up, a follow, a subscribe, a share. All of that stuff does help me in my business, and I appreciate you guys very much for doing that. Don't forget to go to my blog. So I'm going to put this on the screen here. Go to stamptherapist.com and check out all of my upcoming events. I am not going over them today. Shocker. I always do. But today, May 1st, is the day I'm releasing new events as well that you can sign up for. So also just make sure you're signed up for my email newsletter. I should have links to it here in Facebook and down here in YouTube. And then you will get those emails notifying you about my events, how to sign up, all the stuff. But also you can check out my blog, stamptherapist.com, and you can join my VIP Facebook group. So I think I'm ready to start. I do have an ordering special for you in May, and I'm going to sneak peek it today, and I'm going to make those cards next week for you. So I think, actually, I want to tell you about the starter kit special first, and then I'll point the camera down. So in case you didn't know, if you haven't heard, a special started today, May 1st, that anyone can get Stampin' Up's starter kit. It's $99, like always, plus tax, only free shipping. You get, not only do you get to choose $125 in any merchandise of your choice. Let me get my little graphic pulled up. And you get a free past paper pumpkin. In addition to that, goodness, you're going to get free $82 worth of brand new product that was just released today. They're all in the 5 new in colors. So these colors have never been sold before unless you're a demonstrator and you can pre-order. And what they are is all 5 new ink pads, the in color designer series paper. Of course, I'm going to show all these today. The 8.5 by 11 cardstock assortment, and the in color markers. That is an $82 value before tax and shipping. Then you pick 125 of whatever you want. Anything current we sell. Even just go to the website, Jennifer's with an S, .stampinup.net. Anything you find on there, you can add to your starter kit, and you'll get a free random past paper pumpkin. So if you paid me for all that, this is what you would pay. 125 plus 82 plus 24.50. That's $231.50. Plus shipping, plus tax. And this is tax where I live, but it would be based on your state and city. $278.17 if you live where I do. So this is an incredible special. No, you don't have to sell if you purchase the kit. No, you don't have to buy. I have a whole list here of perks of being on joining on my team. And I'm not going to read them all, but you get at least a 20% discount from Stampin' Up! Through at least October. If you choose to use it, again, you're not required to. We have monthly gatherings. We have creative contests, we call them, over on our Facebook group. My light is flashing. Um, we have gatherings, incentives, recognition, prizes, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. I share all my monthly tutorials with my team, et cetera, et cetera. And some people don't take advantage of any of that. They don't when they join my team, but you can. I have trainings, all kinds of stuff. And then if you, what am I trying to say? Or not if, but so if you have any questions about this, just let me know. If you want all the new in colors, this is a great way to get them, which is free. So if you've been a demonstrator before, yes, you can rejoin. If you are not a demonstrator or never have been, yes, you can join. So there's really no restrictions. I mean, for me to join under me, you have to live in the US. If you live in another country, let me know and I'll see if you can do it there. But it wouldn't be under me. But anyway, any questions, just let me know. Okay, I think I'm ready to point this camera down. And I'm just going to look at my graphics real quick and make sure I'm not forgetting anything that I was going to say right now. I don't think so. So I'm going to point it down. I'm trying to get it to look clean today. So one moment, please. Papers. Okay, here we go. So it is finally the day that we, and this includes me, we can order anything we want from this book, probably with the exception of the metallic embossing powders. But if anything's not available, we'll know it by May 1st. Again, I'm pre-filming this video, but it would be just a few things that didn't come into the warehouse in time. So this is the beautiful new catalog. It's embossed on the front. It's gorgeous. And then now I can open it and show you what's on the inside. And hopefully you have your own copy by now. Of course, let me know if you don't. Random side note, I just looked over at my camera. This host code, I am going to talk about it later, but you can get a free class from me with your online orders in May, starting today with that host code. So I will talk about that later in the video. Okay, so this catalog is it tells a story about Stampin' Up! and card making. It shows you how we are a community, whether long distance or in person, we are a community. This book will be good for 1 year, by the way. Has hundreds of ideas to get inspiration from inside. It's just amazing. And this one, more so than any in the past, is a real stamping tool. There's so many tips and techniques and things like that inside. So you're going to love it. So yeah, we love to get together, whether virtual or in person. And this kind of shows you some of that here. Okay. We have a table of contents, of course. So you can use this to guide your way through the new catalog because it is different. If you've been with Stampin' Up, this is different. And that's okay. But the table of contents can help you there. And they even have a section here, 118 through 131, with crafting techniques and color theory, which is, I think, everybody's favorite pages on 132 and 133. They do have a section in here about our kits, and you guys probably know that our kits are found in the online store only. So they have these pictures here, and these are currently some current kits. Like this one's already not orderable. It's coming back. Don't worry, this pet one. But yeah, so whatever kits you see in here may or may not be available. Just go to the online store, jennifers.stampinup.net, and you can see all of our amazing kits and what's available right then. The kits are all inclusive, so they're great for anybody. And of course, Paper Pumpkin is our monthly subscription kit. Comes with, it's all inclusive. All the kits are all inclusive. So if you're not a subscriber, ask me. Okay, we do have some new, it's not new, but we have a section now for new people. So probably if you're watching this video, you're not new. However, This is great to show your friends who are new to crafting. These kits are what these are. They're not kits. They are much easier to do than making a card from scratch. So I'll show you that in a second. And then, of course, we have our top 10 products there. So definitely check that out. Again, you may have all of these top 10 products because you are watching this video and you're a seasoned crafter. So yeah, this mix and match section here, I've got, I didn't purchase any of these kits yet, but we got some little samplings of them at Onstage. So this one looks like maybe it comes in this kit. So these are just die cuts that you pop out, put on with dimensionals or glue. Mix and match with these card bases and envelopes. Add a stamp set if you want. Great for your beginners. But I mean, why wouldn't? Oh, I did stamp these greetings on here. I forgot. I stamped these greetings. Yeah, they don't come with words. I stamped the words from this set at Onstage with Stampin' Up. They're all plain. But there are ones with sentiments. This one, something, saying something. Anyway, so check. I mean, gorgeous. Like, just pop it out, dimensional it up on a card, and you have a gorgeous card. The card base is printed. You're good to go. Here's a couple of the card bases and envelopes just for show. Okay, so that's some cool new stuff. Definitely check it out. Don't skip it. I have this stamp set. Oh, of course, I need to show you. I'm gonna have to remember to look down in my box. I purchased this stamp set because it's just good words. We always need good words. So this is called Simply Said. It's on page 19. It is $17. It's photopolymer. By the way, in the new catalog, everything is not shown in actual size, but you can just look at the samples to get an idea of the scale. So Simply Said has Let's Celebrate, Thinking of You, Happy Birthday, Yay, Thank You, and Miss You. Those are all caps typewriter font. And then we have lowercase cursive, thanks, birthday wishes, hello, and just a note. So it's a really great all occasion set and only $17. So that would be great for anybody. Okay, then there's just some more samples with the ephemera packs mixed a little bit with the word stamps and the stickers or die cuts. Okay, then we have this section right here about card designing, and it has all of these sketches. So these are layouts that you can use to design a card. So keep in mind when you look at these sketches, a rectangle can be a square or a circle, and everything else can be any shape. So you see a greeting that's like a banner. Here's a banner. That can be a line. It can be a circle. It can be an oval. These just give you that starting point. It can be designer paper. It can be plain paper. It can be embossed paper. All the stuff. So basic card design, and they have some tips here as well. And then, of course, they talk about our color coordination. Hopefully you know about that. But if you don't, everything matches and coordinates with Stampin' Up. So you're going to have, for example, berry burst, paper, designer paper, ink, ribbon, and so on. So there we go. Here's a couple more new stamp sets. So on page 24, we have the Choose Happy stamp set, which is really all occasion. It's little cute outline images of like a pumpkin, a penguin, a sailboat, a flower, a rabbit, an apple, a bee, a bird, a sun, a heart, a smiley face that you can put on some stuff, a candle, and a little really happy jack-o'-lantern face. And then lots of words, even like winter, summer, autumn, fall, anniversary, birthday, etc. All caps, but a cute little all caps font. And that's great for scrapbooking as well, by the way, and our new stampers. Then we have saying hello, saying hey, which I really want this stamp set. It's got a giant hey. It's like really fat, lowercase, HEY period. And then there's all these other words. Good looking, thanks, insert clever message here. I love you, congrats, I miss your face, I'm so glad you exist, you can do this, happy birthday. So that's a great new set as well. Memories Plus. These are our Memories and More card packs. Yeah, they're both card packs. I'm not sure. I don't remember cards and envelopes or not in this section. I don't remember. But anyway, these are the Memories and More. I don't have those yet. And also, as you look through this book, notice that some of the stuff that was in the old book is just shown small. Almost every, or pretty much, if it's new, it's featured large like this. If it's little, I know they say the word featured right here, but ignore that. If it's little, it was probably already available and you definitely can find it online as well. Um, Next up, wrap it up. They call this with a few essentials. This is still that beginner section. So we have the Poised Peony stamp set. And this one is really pretty. Like they have it in the beginner section, but it's on my list. So there's 3 different type of peony stamps: large, medium, small. They're outline, but it's sort of a thick outline. Definitely you could color it in. None of their samples are colored in, probably because it's in the beginner section, but we know we can. And then just a really pretty, elegant font for In My Thoughts, Hello, and Best Birthday Wishes. That's a clean stamp set. Okay, Frames and Flowers. This is a 12 by 12 designer paper pack, but it does have die cuts in it. So there's 2 sheets of die cuts, a sheet of um, probably you just hand cut those. I mean, like with your paper trimmer, cut these apart, rectangles with frames and stuff. And then 1, 2, 3 designer papers, front and back. Oh, they don't list colors in this new book. So we see those online. Go to my online store, type in Frames and Flowers, it'll come up. But it's light blues and greens and oranges, basically. Flowers and just patterned backgrounds there. I don't have that paper, obviously. We were not able to order that one early. Okay, then we start with the whole section for all the avid crafters, which are most of us who already own a ton of stuff. We just want to see the new stuff. Show me what's new. So what's new is this stuff here. That's just a pretty picture, of course. There's a pretty craft room. Okay, so this is really cool. They have all the suites in one section here. All the suites, which is coordinating products, either stamps and dies, stamps and embossing folders with designer paper, maybe an embellishment, maybe a ribbon. So we have Mediterranean Blooms. Landa has this bundle, but I don't, because she got it at on stage with a special thing we could do. I got a different one. So it's citrus stamps. There's an orange one. There's 2 orange ones, one with 3, one with 1 on it. Again, you can kind of see the scale of it by looking at these samples, so it's pretty large. It's outlined with some detail on it, so you can definitely stamp it and color it in. The dies, I got to get it because of these dies personally, because of that die right there. It's a big frame that is right here pictured on this sample. It's almost the full size of a card front, and it has decorative edges. It's a rectangle. I have to get that. So this was not in the pre-order, so it's on my list. It's on my list. There's some awesome embellishments here. Opal rounds assortment. They look like they're kind of like either navy or black, gold, and silver. Awesome. And then the designer paper does have lots of oranges. There's about 3 design. Oh, sorry. Well, 3 with oranges. One with what looks like. Sorry, 2 oranges. 1 oranges and lemons. 1 lemons and another lemons. And then the backs. These are actually kind of like blue and light blue tiles, as well as flowers and patterns. So it's blues, like dark and light blues, like balmy and navy type, oranges and yellows, and it looks really gorgeous. Now, don't forget, any paper I show you is going to be included in my paper share, any of the new ones, whether I have it yet or not. So make sure y'all join that paper share. You can still join it, even though I said you should join by yesterday. You can still join it. Okay, so there's that one. We have the Take to the Sky suite. This is the one Genevieve Coe will be using in her class in the Jen and Jen Stamp Camp. So make sure you sign up for that. These are old-fashioned airplanes with the two wings. I forgot what those are called. Anyway, I started to say something, but I don't know if that's right. So there's a couple of plain stamp, actually 3 plain stamps, dies to cut those out. By the way, you can see the dies a lot better in this catalog, can't you? A lot more detail in these pictures of these dies. You can die cut a plane and make it out of the dies only. There's like a banner thing to hang off the plane, like it's carrying a sign, propellers, all the stuff in the dies, and clouds, of course. And then in the stamp set, by the way, the ones that are in blue here are going to be the ones that fit one of these dies. So you can die cut out all 3 planes. They're outline images to be colored in. There's this background image is like metal, like the siding of a plane or something, but it's just a background. By the way, again, scale, look how large this one airplane is. It's almost 4 inches wide, the biggest one. And then you always lift me up to my friends. Happiest Father's Day. Flying by to say hi. You're the best, plain and simple. Happy birthday. Okay, then there's designer paper. There's definitely airplanes. Some are colored in, some are not. We've got mossy meadows, blues, navies. Maybe that's copper, clay, or pecan pie. Grays. There's patterns that will be generic for anything. There's a cloud sheet. So definitely a good, all right, here we go. Definitely a good masculine set, but also just generic backgrounds. Like there's a plaid. I'm trying to see what this one looks like. I can't really tell, but it looks cool. I can't tell if it's a pattern, like a pattern of something or not. Oh, I have this paper. Duh. Hello, Jennifer. I don't even have a sample with this paper. Okay, let's look at Take to the Sky. So we have the matching dies and we have these embellishments, which I don't have. I actually ordered them and gave them away for a team incentive. They are number 3. It's called Industrial Trinkets. They're metal. They look kind of like, they're not, but they could substitute as a nail or screw, or they're just cool industrial embellishments there. Okay, we could pre-order all of this. I just only got the paper. Okay, so there's one sheet here where you can cut apart the pieces. There's looks like a 4x6 probably, some 3x4s, and then at the bottom a bunch of tags. So you would cut these with your paper trimmer. We have airplanes, a world map, more airplanes, more kind of map lines. It's like a general, I don't know what's going on there, just some backgrounds, clouds, etc. and patterns. Okay, the back of that is like a map with airplane flight patterns, I guess, all over it, and little airplanes. It's in gray. Oh, let's read the colors since we have the paper here. Boho blue, copper clay, mossy meadow, night of navy, smoky slate. Okay, so that was the first one. The second one is a blue with really tiny grid lines all over it in slightly darker blue, and then even darker blue, sort of like drawn sketches of airplanes, but really nice sketches, not like pencils where you see the marks. Okay, then I forgot what colors I said, but this looks copper to me. Yep, copper clay background with sort of a really light copper clay, sort of plaid on top. Okay, mossy meadow with maps in sort of white/vanilla. There's even some little pirate ship looking boats in the water area. Some kind of symbol here on the bottom. And then the back is this just navy with white, uneven, hashy type marks all over it, sort of like carpet. Mossy meadow with white, again, the drawn airplanes all over it. So they're small scale airplanes. Don't know if they fit the dies. And they are, I don't know how to describe them, but they're small and they're not touching. So you could hand cut them apart if you wanted. Same on the other sheet. They're very, possibly exactly the same size. Okay, here's that pattern I couldn't tell, but now in real life, you can see it. It's just a really cool pattern. Like, wow. It's almost like bricks laid on top of other bricks that are skinnier or smaller or larger, and it's gray, so it looks like it has 3D basically. And I don't know if this has anything to do with airplanes, by the way. What was I going to say? I don't know. It's just a bunch of rectangles. There's a lot of shading and shadowing, so it has a lot of depth. The back of that one is beautiful. No, not the back of that one. That was the green. The next one is blue, boho blue with white, really pretty white clouds all over it. So it's just a background. You probably could hand cut apart some of these clouds, or they may fit the dies. I don't know. Or it's just a beautiful background. Back of that is gray with white, um, skinny double lines that go both directions. So it's like a plaid. This one is more of a cloud, white and blue cloud background with airplanes all over, but they're not sketched like the others. It's more like artistically drawn planes that are colored in with navy and gray and copper clay. That's just cool. I'm not sure if that's supposed to look like a map, but it's blues, light and dark, a little watercolory, and there's just all these shapes. It's like not a circle, just draw a random shape that ends at the like a circle, but you messed up the circle, and then they go out from there, and then it's again and again and again. I don't know. It's almost like water ripples, but the lines are made of lines. Okay, there it is. Take to the Sky. The paper is called Take to the Sky, yes. Okay, that was, I'm not saying page numbers, that was page 39, 37. Page 38 and 39 is the To the Market suite. So this one's interesting. We got lettuce, we got carrots, tomatoes, radish. These are all stamped images. Two step. So you do like the carrots and then add the greenery on top, or the lettuce is stamped directly on top of the other lettuce to add depth, and so on. That's pretty much it for the images. And then words, we have thanks a bunch, hello, bursting with happiness for you, and a bunch of X's as a line for, embellishments. So you can see it in the samples right here, how they use that border. Then there is the dies. Of course, you can cut out all of the vegetables. Let me see, they're grayed out. Yep. And then there's like a reusable fruit or vegetable bag. So it's like a net. It's full of holes. When you die cut that out, it's going to cut all the little squares out. That's really cool. There's a little bow die and a couple of, it says one cut makes multiple images. I think those are flowers, maybe. I'm not sure. I think they must be flowers, or they cut out one of these stamped images. But anyway, there you go. And then we have some gems. Number 3, transparent adhesive back dots. They look to be green, blue, another green, and gray or white, and designer paper. So I was looking at this sample and I was like, where did all these flowers come from? So what they did, they hand cut, there's a sheet. Of course, we couldn't pre-order any of this. There's a sheet of designer paper that has wooden baskets, like you put apples in, other type of wooden baskets, the mesh bags, and other reusable bags on it. So they've obviously hand cut out a couple of those over here on this sample. And then the flowers that are inside are from this other sheet that has bouquets all over it in different colors. They're completely separated from each other and you can hand cut them out. It looks amazing. They put like 3 different bouquets, it appears to me, in this one big basket. Again, you can get the scale from looking at these cards. Same thing here, but it's got vegetables inside. So is a sheet with vegetables, probably fits the dies. Don't know, knock on wood. Then there's other designs as well. It's like purples, oranges, browns, greens, pretty much on that. Okay, so it's really cute. Honestly, just me describing it makes me want it more. Okay, next up is Wildly Flowering Sweet on page 41. This one is the stamp set Alejandra and I are going to use in the paper share. So let me bring it up closer. I don't have it yet. Was not in the pre-order. Um, because I want you to see these words. It's really pretty. Sending happy thoughts. You've been on my mind, and thank you. There's a little textury background there. 4 different flowers that are like wildflowers. They're not huge. They're not tiny, but they're not huge, and it's just like the tops of some wildflowers, pretty much. I definitely got to get my hands on this embossing folder. It is, look at it. It's called number 3, Dashing Designs. It's a 3D embossing folder. Oh, darn, I'm sorry. I forgot to show you all this sample. Let me just show it real quick from the airplane set. Joyce Baracco made it. Look how cute. It's a little trifold thing she did. So you can see the paper used and the stamp set. She didn't even color that plain in, just stamp it in Cajun. I mean, I want to call that Cajun. Copper on blue or gray cardstock. Okay. Wildly Flowering. So you got the stamp set. You got dies. You can cut out the stamped images. See them in gray right here, all 4. Then these dies have some like long 6 hexagon images, but they're like rectangle hexagons. I don't know what if those have a separate name. I forgot. And 2 of them even have a border. It looks like it probably cuts out both at one time. So I got to get my hands on these dies as well. Back to the embossing folder. Textured dots. It's not just dots. They're like in rectangle patterns on an angle instead of straight up and down rectangles. It looks cool. I think it's a normal size because it's $8. Number 4 is also something, of course, I've got to get adhesive back textured dots. They look like first of all, the color is like brassish. And again, I'm kind of having to guess on some of this, but here we go. And they're like hammered metal. Okay. And don't forget, we're using that set in this year. Okay, I love this one, Full of Life. Could not pre-order any of it. This, first of all, the designer paper that goes with it is 6x6. It is like, I don't know what, there's probably a name for these colors. And I wish I was really live so I could ask all of my friends who know stuff, what is this called? But they're super bright colors in, like some are squares and it's like pink, light pink, dark pink, another pink, a couple of oranges, a couple of greens, a couple of blues. And then the next row might be reds, orange, green, blue, purple, red. So we have that. And then there's also some with lines, and it's more like not monochromatic, but I don't know. This whole row is like berry burst, I'm assuming. And then a lighter purple, and then we're starting to almost turn blue. Then it's like a weird blue purple, then blue. Then there's dots that are either all mixed up. Well, I guess these are all anyway. Hopefully that makes sense. It probably doesn't. Some are in patterns like tiles almost, where they have white in between and they're evenly spaced squares of different sizes. Some are like rectangle tiles, and some are just a white background with the dots. Then they have these 2 starburst ones, actually 3, 1, 2, 3 starburst ones, where it's evenly spaced triangles divided out with white, but different colors in each triangle. And then some sort of like, what's it called? Alcohol ink backgrounds in these bright, vibrant colors. So this one I can see a pinkish red, green, another green, a blue, an orange, a yellow. I need this paper. So it is called, did I say it? Full of Life 6x6 designer paper, page 43. And then we have the Friends for Life stamp set, which also can't wait to get my hands on that. It has, of course, coordinating dies because these are the sweets. So it has the word friend in the stamp set, nice big cursive. You see it right here, probably 3 inches or so wide, cursive, lowercase f. Then you can die cut out the word friend that you stamped, or you can die cut friend just only the skinny one and the thicker one and put them on top of each other or separately, like you see here. So many options with this one. Also in the dies, you can die cut out. There's a double heart image in the set, and it's just drawn outline hearts, 2 of them, smaller and bigger. You can die cut those out because they're gray. There's a stem with 5 leaves. It shows you can die cut that out. Then there's other standalone dies, an outline heart, a heart that's like made out of leaves. When you cut it, it's going to leave the paper around the outsides and etch out this leaf pattern heart. And then a couple of another freestanding leaf. Okay. So that's the stamp. Oh, sorry. Let me finish the stamp set. It has tons of words. There's a watercolor wash type image that you can use to highlight words, like stamp that and then put thinking of you on top of it like this, or you can use it as a background or paint swatches. Ooh, that's going to be good with that paint stamp set we have. What is it called? It's not a paint set. Trusty Tools. Trusty Tools. That's going to be great with Trusty Tools. Okay. Anyway, it has friend, we already talked about. Then a little bit smaller, but still big, best in all caps. Then the word hi in a very similar size to best. Then in cursive, wishes and thinking of you. Thinking is cursive, of you's caps. And then in all caps, sort of a typewriter print, we have so excited for you. I think that's one. So excited for you. Thank you for being a, love you, miss you, happy birthday. Okay, there it is. Embellishments, we have ribbon and an embellishment. And by the way, in case this isn't obvious, all of the sweets, you can do the one purchase as long as nothing's not orderable. You can do this item code, for example, 163369. It's $82.50 for everything on this page. Stamp set, dies, ribbon, embellishment, designer paper. All of the sweets are that way. Okay, number 3 is the iridescent striped trim. So that'll be part of our paper share. This will be ribbon share. This will be part of the paper share. Get your hands on that. I don't have it in person to see it yet, but it looks pretty cool. And iridescent faceted gems. So these, when they say faceted, it's like a star was stamped into the middle. And then where it got pressed down, it's super iridescent. So those are going to be cool. So they look like basically white with, and then they'll pick up whatever color you put them next to. Okay, next on page 44, Lily Pond Lane. Lily Pond Lane. We have the stamp set called Charming Duck Pond, coordinating dies, embellishment, and designer paper. So Charming Duck Pond is literally ducks. They're more kid-friendly drawn ducks than, like, they are realistic, but they're still more kiddish to me than the fancy elaborate ducks we've had in the past. They're 2-step, so you don't have to color. You can just stamp the duck, stamp the detail on top in a second color, stamp the feet in a color, and be done. So I'm trying to look. I think this one's probably stamped, and this one probably to me looks like they colored it in. Just did the outline and colored it in. There's also a little frog. He's just sitting there on a lily pad, and he has 2 steps as well. There is a lily pad that you can stamp to fill in, I think. I'm not sure if that's to fill that in, actually. That might be a separate lily pad. Okay. There's a little tiny duck, and then 2 like regular sized ducks. Some grass, and then words. We have hello friend. Oh, and there's the things like the cattails to put on the grass. Whatever cattail grass is called. We have you make me happy, happy birthday, hello friend, have a lovely day. And it's a real pretty print font. It's pretty. It's not plain. Also, let me show you these embellishments close up. So see how they're cracked on the top, like the paint is cracked. Number 3, adhesive back dappled dots. Ooh, they're dappled. Yellow, pink, and tan. I don't know the color. I did have this paper, but I traded somebody for it. Okay, that's a side note. I won it on stage and I traded it for something else. Okay, so the designer paper, number 4, is 6x6 designer paper, Lily Pond Lane. It's got pinks, greens, grays or gray granite, of course, white. Those are the main colors. I'm sure there's others. There's sheets with just the grasses. Of course, several sheets with different types of ducks. Some like just all over the sheet where you can cut them out, or it can be a scene of them swimming. And then others are actual scenes. Like there's here like a mom, dad, and 4 babies swimming in the middle of a pond, and there's grass on the sides and all that. There's a sheet with like koi fish, or I don't know what kind of fish those are, maybe koi, those fish right there. Um, Again, some scenes. There's a scene with no ducks on it. It's just like the side of a pond. Oh, there's more fish on this piece. So yeah, and then some patterns as well. Flowers, gingham, stripes. So yeah, that's a great one. 6x6. Okay, page 46, Thoughtful Journey. This is, first of all, what I'm using for my sampler this month. Thoughtful Journey is awesome. Also, it looks like I missed something. Thoughtful Wishes. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, all this stuff goes with this page. Thoughtful Journey, Suite. Thoughtful Journey Suite. This one is going to be my sampler, and I'm using this for the new catalog kickoff event. So, but I don't have it yet. I'll be getting it. Oh, we got another paper for this page. What's this stuff? Just have the papers and embellishments so far. Okay, so we have the stamp set. It's called Thoughtful Wishes. This one has lots of nice words. Dearest friend, thinking of you fondly. Thanks. Missing you. I appreciate you. You make life better. There's a nice little splatter right there. It looks pretty small. Let's see if we have any splatter. Oh, yeah, it's pretty small, but a splatter is a splatter. A couple of plants, actually 3. 2 of them have die cuts. 1 does not. One is these flowers right here that I received in a swap. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 stems, just a straight line drawn up. Some little flowers on the top, some kind of random wildflowers, and they're open, and leaves. And so they're all open so you can color them in like she did on here. Also, there's the splatter. Oh, we have the exact size of that splatter. It's just like 3/4 of an inch wide. So it's tiny, but still. Also this, you make me better, and this, you make life better, and this oval is from another one that's coming up. Okay, so yeah, that's the stamp set. The font is cursive and or all caps, real skinny all caps, almost like handwritten, but perfect. Okay, the dies, besides the dies where you can cut out the stamped images, which are 2, there are leaves and standalone sprigs, stems with little flowers on them, leaves, and this almost is like a spray here that's very outlining. So lots of stuff will fall out when you cut that one. Okay, I do have the embellishments here. This is what I gave away last month with my online order special. These are number 3, the adhesive back pearl trio. So I can actually look up the color of these right now, I think. They're gorgeous. Adhesive. Let me just put in pearl trio. See if it comes up. Yes. Okay, these colors are Calypso Coral, Misty Moonlight, and Petunia Pop. Okay, so we got a new one in there. And they look better in person than here on camera, in my opinion. There are those kind that are iridescent. It's like you painted it with iridescent paint on top of those colors. They're just like mini pearls we've had in the past. They're all the same size, and they are, they stick up a good amount on your card. Sticky back, of course. So those are awesome. And then number 4 here is the Thoughtful Designs 12 by 12 paper. This is one that a lot of people on my team, and including myself, were like, I'm not sure about that paper. Then we saw it in person and we were like, I need that paper. So I bought it just because I just bought it. And then I took it to my team meeting, and that's where people were like, oh, so it's like iridescent. It's white on one side, printed on the other. It comes in 5 colors, so you get 5 sheets. Cajun Craze, Calypso Coral, so Cajun Coral. Where are we? Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, and Petunia Pop. So that's a new in color right there. Lost Lagoon, Mossy Meadow. They all have the same exact pattern. So it's that color background and then a pearlized plant pattern printed all over in different sizes. Not really overlapping, but definitely I wouldn't hand cut them out. It's just a real pretty background. And the whole thing is printed. I know my camera is making it fade out down here, but it's not. It's printed all over. Let me show you. So yeah, so that one's gorgeous. And then last but not least, the star of this show is this Thoughtful Journey 6x6 designer paper. I actually have some samples from it already because it's in the pre-order. It was very popular. This paper has lots of colors: Blackberry Bliss, Boho Blue, Cajun Craze, Calypso Coral, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow, Peach Pie, Petunia Pop. Ooh, Peach Pie is a new one also. Petunia Pop, Pool Party, Pretty Peacock, and Wild Wheat. We have had papers like this in the past, but I can't remember the names of any of them. But you're going to get 4 of each design, and what they are is like nature scenes, watercolored in those colors I said. So there's a lot of purple in here mixed with yellows and greens, which makes it be beautiful. It's very watercolory, like they used a real wet watercolor brush when they painted these scenes. Some have like fields and trees. This is the front and back here. This is just super abstract, I guess. Is that the right word? Abstract? Let me know, even though I'm not here to monitor the comments. More, again, so abstract scenes. Then we have just watercolor backgrounds. This one's like as always, I already forgot what colors I said, but to me it looks like Lost Lagoon. Let me look. Yep, Lost Lagoon watercolory background. So, of course, gorgeous. More with the oranges here, less purple, like a watercolor or almost alcohol ink sky there. Again, abstract scene. These are just so pretty. Can y'all imagine a sampler with this? I hope you can, and I hope you'll join my sampler club or sign up for that class. Here's these. Also, you're going to get samplings of these in the paper share. Make sure you join. You'll get 1 of each pattern of this one in 6x6. So I'm just going to show each one here. They're definitely hard to describe each one individually, but this one is like a painting of watercolor. Of wildflowers. So on the 6x6 sheet, it's just literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 flowers, stems, about 2, 3, 6 stems, 10 flowers, purple flowers, green stems, blue and yellow background. But it's like you also spilled water on top of your watercolor after you did it, and it looked gorgeous. This is the purples in the watercolor thing. Gorgeous. Again, these abstract scenes that you could totally make this be a sunset, but this is the sky and this is the ground, but also it can just be a background. Here's a greenish, yellowish alcohol ink type watercolory background. Again, here's a super abstract scene where it's like water things growing out of the water, plants growing out of the water, sky, or cut that off and it's a background. Cut this one section off and you have plants, whatever. Here's the back. It's more purples and blues on the watercolor alcohol ink background. We have, yeah, there's definitely trees here, a ground and a sky, but it's like a purple ground, bluish, blue and purple trees, like almost like Christmas trees. You definitely could turn that into a Christmas card. Winter, Christmas, beautiful. This is blue with that really distressed drop salt on it, watercolored it, alcohol inked it background, just in blues. This looks very much like one I already showed, but I'm assuming it's different. But it's similar where it's got a bottom that's like the water, the top, the plants are white on this one, and then a sky, but break it up and it can be whatever. And then again, an abstract, it's just a background or it's a ocean. There's sort of a line that defines a darker blue bottom, and then it goes purples and blues to the top. It's so cool. Ooh, this one's really pretty. It's similar to that other one with the wildflowers on it, but this is more like there's just more of them, and they cover the bottom portion in a curve, and then blue sky behind, purple flowers, green bottom, and then a yellow, purple, and blue watercolor. I think this is some of the prettiest watercolory designs where it's just the one color and water that we've had. Okay, here's another one where you can make a scene out of it, or it's just some super watercolory watercolors in purples, greens, oranges, yellows, blues. And then the background is, like I said, gorgeous. That is a really dark blue. Let me be reminded of the colors here. Misty Moonlight. Oh, Pretty Peacock. Pretty Peacock, of course. That's Pretty Peacock. Okay, so you got to put this on your list or sign up for my sampler class or do the paper share or something. You got to get it. Don't forget about the starter kit. If y'all are making a big list of things you want, starter kit's the best way to do it if you're not a demonstrator. So I have these samples here from swabs. I'm not sure which ones that I've done using these products. Oh my gosh, look at those dies. Oh my goodness, let me look at this. Oh, she must have cut it out twice. Once in green, once in purple. Then she cut off the tips of those little purple flowers, I'm assuming, because I don't see a second die there. And look at her stamping with the splatter and stuff. There's another one. It's just a paper and a word. That's all. That's all you need. Oh my goodness. I think I need to open all of these. This one is Susan Elise Morton. Look at that. That's one sheet of paper cut into 3 strips. A little less than 2 inches, but you know, 2, 4, 6. Oh my goodness. Honestly, I haven't even looked at these that close. This one is from Janice Waitman. Look at the dies. Oh, she die cut that specialty paper I just showed you that has the print all over it, but it's so, these are so delicate, these die cut flowers, that it just looks foiled, like it has little silver all over it. It's what it looks like. Oh, and there's a stamp. I can't wait to get this. Oh, I'm excited for my order today. I was just going to give credit real quick. Karen Titus, Denise Jorgensen. This is Jill Olson. Uh-oh, I lost the paper. Let's look at Jill's. I think it's, oh yes. So just connect those two. Gorgeous. All right. There you go. Hope you like that one. Lots of ideas there. Thoughtful Journey. Country Woods gets a 2-page layout of samples 48 and 49. This is a great, sweet Country Woods, page 50 and 51. So we have, oh, finally, I found this embossing folder I lost. Whew, I had a note to find this. That's a side. Oh, maybe that's why, because it goes with the sweet. Duh. I thought I lost it. Anyway, okay, I have a lot of stuff from this suite, but I don't have the Country Birdhouse yet. I'm ordering it today as well. So this one is Country Woods. It is a suite that has 2 bundles, 2 sets of designer paper, an embellishment, an embossing folder, and a ribbon. It's a mega suite. It's still only $152.25 to get it all. You could almost get it all in your starter kit. You can get $125, so you can break it up. And but if you order that, that's a host right there where you would get $15 in free merchandise of your choice, plus my gifts from my ordering special. Okay, so Country Birdhouse I don't have, but this is literally the best. I'm gonna have to set these down. I can't. It's so versatile. So my friend Pat has already turned this into a beach house. And I forgot what the other thing they said they were going to make out of it. Another type of house. Oh, a gingerbread house. She hasn't done that yet, but she will. There's a stamped image of a birdhouse, an outline one. It's very large. I don't have any physical samples myself yet. Let's go back to these samples real quick. Yeah, it takes up almost the entire front of a card. That is how large it is. It's outline, it's just got a pointed roof, a scallop drawn on it, a circle, 2 holes drawn on it for the peg, I guess, and the hole, and then like a base. So you can stamp it, die cut it out, color it in. Then there's all these dies. You can actually make a die cut birdhouse. Look at that. You can just die cut out all the pieces. You can also die cut it out and make it a beach house or whatever. So you got the big birdhouse. There's one small bird outline image to color in. 3 different smallish flowers, a splatter. We always love a good splatter. Just like a wood grain, really small wood grain image. Maybe that's skinny enough to be on the roof line here of the birdhouse. Just a little wood grain image. We have hoping you have the best day ever. Happy birthday. A little border image. Hello, friend, and another border image. That's Country Birdhouse. These dies, again, you can die cut out a birdhouse, a stand that has these ornate, metal things on the left and right. The base, the roof, the second part of the roof, like the trim, and then the scallop trim of the roof. You can die cut out the stamped images, of course. They're all in, like, not gray, but yellowish color here, the ones that have dies. There's even a double die that cuts out the 2 holes at one time. There's a bow that's kind of hanging down and some standalone flowers. I think I pretty much said it all. I'm looking for that bow. I'm not sure how you use that. Oh, that one is a chain. That one image, I said it was a border. It's a chain for the birdhouse to be hanging from. It's a chain. Also, maybe the other border, it looks like little flowers. You might be able to stamp those in the scallops or on the border. I'm not sure. I don't see it on the samples, but it does not mean anything. Oh no, they are stamped right there. Those little, so they fit in the scallops, this little border. It's like little 3, I don't know what you call it, fleur or something. Okay, next up is Country Flowers. I do have this one. This is gorgeous. I ordered it. We were able to pre-order this, and I ordered it because I saw it in person at Onstage, in an event we had where we could pick what we wanted, and other people chose this one. I chose something else. I'll show you later. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's way cuter than I thought it would be. So I ordered it. Of course, it does require coloring, as a lot does in this book. But first of all, here's a black and white sample. But these flowers colored in are so pretty. So pretty. So it's photopolymer. They're pretty large images here. There is, actually, let me open it back up. There's like a stool, a 4-legged stool that's 2 inches wide by about 1 3/4. There is like a a can, like an old-fashioned metal can that you plant in. It has a handle on it, 1 3/4 inches tall by about 1 3/4 if you count the handle. A couple of, well, 2 types of flowers to put inside the things. Sorry, let me go back. There's also basically a teapot with the can and the teapot have an open top. There's no line drawn there at all because you're meant to put flowers inside. So this teapot is about almost 2.5 inches long by about 1 1/4 tall. Okay, flowers to put inside. It's like a bouquet of flowers, just the flowers and leaves, no stems. Then this other one is another type of bouquet of flowers, but so pretty. And I'm showing you all this because this is actual size. It's like roses with little, some other filler plant sticking out. So it goes up taller. It's really pretty. Then there's like a leafy one to put in there. It's just big leaves, big leaves. All of these are outlined so you can color them in. Okay. There's also like another little floral image there. And then we have all these words. So we have, with heartfelt sympathy, flower market, best.friend.ever. Or period. That's all caps, but it's small. Sending love and so lucky to know you. And these are really pretty fonts. They're mixed with cursive and print. Okay, then the dies. You can die cut out all the flowers, the teapot. Is there a line image right there? Oh, look, there is a line. There is a separate line image that you can, I guess, put the top. So close the pot or close the teapot. I mean, the bucket or the teapot. And then you maybe wouldn't put flowers in it in that case. So there you go. They have that. I'm seeing if they used it. I don't see it. But anyway, yeah, so there's a line stamp. That's cool. I just missed it on the sheet. Okay, the dies. So we can cut out all of the stool, the pots, the flowers. Then, in addition, there are standalone flowers. There's a ton of them. So you can die cut a bunch of flowers at one time. They're going to have details etched in them, like sort of embossed in there. Leaves, bigger leaves, other leaves. Oh, there's a lid. And this pot, what is that? That's just a separate pot right there. I haven't looked at this closely, obviously. Look at this pot. It's just like its own little die. I'm trying to see if I missed anything else. Yeah, that's a lid to the teapot right there. That's so cool. Okay, now we got it. Very versatile. It's even more versatile than I thought. Okay, yes. I'm trying to see. Okay, good. I've been going an hour. We'll see how long this video is. I don't know. You got to get both. Honestly, just do the 152, but just be a demonstrator so you can get a discount. Okay, then on the next page here, we've got number 5. I think I need to set these back down. Maybe I'll do this. Okay, number 5 is going to be one of my new favorites because it's called the Basic Gray and Smoky Slate Pearls. They're gray and gray. Honestly, the basic gray, which are the darker ones, you get large and small in both colors. They have a little bit of a green tint. So I think if you put them with gray, they're going to look gray. And I think they'll go good with green, maybe. The Smoky Slate look silver. Anyway, I love them because they're just basic. Like they're going to match so much stuff. That's part of this suite. Number 6 is the embossing folder that I thought I lost. So silly. It is a 3D embossing folder called Eyelet 3D embossing folder. 3D just means it's thick. You need the gray plate to go on top. So I guess these are called eyelets, this pattern, but it's like 4 leaves or flowers, but super even. Like a plus sign, and then dots on where in between each petal, and then repeat the pattern. And it's all over this. So it's just a nice background pattern there. Also, I think that mimics some patterns in the designer paper as well. So of course it's going to coordinate really well. Then we've got this ribbon, which I love because it's um, has white. That's why. So they're the ribbons. It's a duo, a combo, whatever they're going to call it. Number 7, petal pink and white diagonal trim combo pack. But you know, sometimes in our combos they are different. Each ribbon is exactly the same, just in a different color. But you do have to buy both together. So you have petal pink and white. They're about a 1/4 inch wide. They are like, I guess, cotton, you know, just like fabric, not like satin or anything. And they do have a diagonal pattern on them, but tone on tone. So, of course, I use petal pink ribbon a lot, but I'm really excited about that white, just to be a neutral, color it, whatever. Okay, and then the 2 designer papers. I do have a couple samples here, which are amazing. I'll show you. So 2 designer papers. Number 8, you're gonna want for everything. Country Woods. It is just wood grain paper. We need it. So I think this is what Pat used to die cut out her house, and then it was a beach house. This looks like beech wood. It's like wood planks going all the way across the page in like beachy colors. So let me read. Um, okay, basic beige, which is a new color. I'll show you later. Basic gray, crumb cake, early espresso, gray granite, misty moonlight, pecan pie, petal pink, pool party. That's pool party. I was like, what color is that? Smoky slate and wild wheat. So we've basically got pink, gray, blue, and pool party planks here, mixed in with some super distressed ones that have blue and I'm not sure if that's pecan or granite. I think it's really light pecan. Anyway, you get the point. I love it. Okay, the back side is just again a wood pattern or whatever, but the whole thing is that it's not like planks or anything, and it's blues. It's almost like you painted the side of, I think that's what it's supposed to be. You painted something, a building, and the paint is chipping off, so there's white chips in it. It's the side of a building. Okay, then here's just a really dark brown wood. It does have a couple of lines in it, like they are pieces, planks. I don't know what the proper term is. And then there's some worn off where it's lighter brown. It's just gorgeous. Backside, some skinny planks, all in like basic beige, creamy white, and gray. So when I say planks, there are lines drawn. This is just a wood grain, no lines drawn, in more light browns. Ugh, a gorgeous pool party, super chipped paint. So underneath you can see the wood. It's like little slats, or what's that stuff on Chip and Joanna's show? Maybe. I forgot what they call those walls that they love to do, except all your paint's chipping off on this one. It's gorgeous. Whew, this one's great. I haven't looked at these close up, honestly, till right now. This is a wood. It does have lines kind of drawn on it, but I don't think they're planks. They're like little cracks in the wood. It's browns, very distressed, gorgeous. I think these are coming off really well on the camera. This is like, it was a pink building. You painted over it in white, and almost all the white is chipped off, so it's cracked and chipping and all that. And it's not bright white, like off white. Here is a white and wild wheat wood grain thing, mostly white, not mostly, but more heavy white than wild wheat. It looks really nice. Browns, just a wood, big old chunk of wood. Got some dark cracks in the wood or whatever those are called, and a knot, and some light colors as well. It gives you a wood grain vibe with some, it's very light with some wild wheat and darker, almost black grays. And then this one is almost blue, like the misty moonlight that they have in here, of another type of wood pattern. So I just think it's a must have with or without this bundle. It's gorgeous. Country Woods, 12 by 12. And then we have, last but not least, the Country Lace. Nothing to do with wood grain on here. This is, but it's really pretty. I ripped. I hate it when I rip my plastic that my designer paper goes in. It makes me so mad. Okay. So again, the think eyelet patterns on a lot of these designs. So in different formations, these are kind of larger eyelet patterns with more detail and then little triangles around them and then repeat. It's very even, perfectly drawn or computer generated. Basic beige, misty moonlight, petal pink, smoky slate. So this one's a smoky slate theme right here. And then the patterns have darker smoky slate inside and they're basically white. Just a nice basic beige background here with some lines going across that are kind of distressed with dots in them. This is the Misty Moonlight with light Misty Moonlight patterns on it. So again, country kind of style. The patterns are lines going either up and down or across, however you want to look at it. One line is made out of like two little perfect leaves stacked on top of each other. Not leaves though, but that shape that forms a really tight pattern in a light white all the way up, then dots, then that, and it repeats. And the background is distressed. Here's like just literally the circle part of the eyelets all over, petal pink, white, different size, but tiny, tiny 1/8 inch circles with dark pink on the inside. Another sort of eyelet pattern in the basic beige. So it's basic beige, dark basic beige, and white. This is just a background in basic gray. So it's like basic gray with a very, very, I don't know what I was going to say, but almost white distressing on top, almost like you sponged white, but it's not super bright white. Another eyelet pattern with blues in the blues, so dark, light, and white. And the background is a little distressed. Here's a basic beige, just background that's sort of real textury. So obviously there's some white in there. Another eyelet pattern. This one is more distressed. You can see it there. And yeah, it just looks really nice. So it's almost a white background, but it's not. It's like super light, basic beige, then basic beige eyelet stuff. Every time I'm saying eyelet pattern, they're all different than the previous ones. This is basic gray with like stripes, very subtle stripes going across close together. This reminds me of like old fashioned overalls pattern. Yeah, it's really nice. Here's a petal pink with another eyelet pattern on it. So dark, light, and white. This looks like blue jeans. That's blue jean right there. Okay, you can't, I don't think it shows up good. And it's more blue. I'm seeing black in my camera, but it's blue. Misty Moonlight blue jean. Need a blue jean? There you go. If you're ever going to die with some jeans or something, get this paper out. Okay, so that is that suite. It is amazing. Let me show you these samples. And don't forget, Jen and Jen Stamp Camp is using Country Flowers. The Share is using Country Flowers. I didn't tell you that. So that's our second stamp set for the paper share party. And the Jen and Jen Camp, this is my class, the Country Birdhouse. I don't think I said all that. Okay, this sample Robin made, she watercolored these flowers and pot from Country Flowers. See how she stamped Flower Market on the inside. Gorgeous. And she used some current paper that is carrying over the countryside in. And then this one is from Stella McKay. And she, I think, used Stampin' Blends, yep, to color hers. Same flowers, actually. Same pot, but didn't color it. Stamped it in gray on gray. Or, it's not gray. What is that color called? Pebbled Path. Pebbled Path on Pebbled Path. That's a smart, that's what I'll be doing probably. Okay. Okay, Unbounded Beauty, another really big suite, 2 bundles. Here's all the samples from that one. I think this paper is going to be so popular. I do think the suite will, like everything will, but especially this paper. Okay, so I have most of this stuff. is the, sorry, there's 2 bundles, as we said. But we have the Flowers of Beauty and Unbounded Love. So it's sort of like the lavender. One is flowers and one is words. So obviously you can use the words with anything, but you can put them together and make gorgeous stuff. So Flowers of Beauty, photopolymer. You've got tall. Actually, these are not flowers. These 2 tall ones here are leaves. That's 2 steps to make the leaves. And then these flowers can be stamped on top, but they don't die cut. I tested this. It doesn't die cut the flowers, and it looks kind of dumb if you stamp the flowers on top and then die cut this out. So what you need to do is die cut the flowers separately. It's like when I say the flowers, they're literally just blobs rather than detail flowers that go all up this stem of leaves. And they have their own die cut, but it cuts them out in chunks of 3 or 4, and then 1, and then 3, and then 3 or 4, and then 1 and 2, whatever. And you glue them back on individually. So just FYI, that's how that works. And they don't really have samples of that in here. That's how it works. Or you can just stamp it all and not die cut it out. So you got a 2-step leaf thing, the 2-step actually flowers. So there is detail to put on top of these flowers that looks like a little, maybe a little daisy. It's very non-specific of a type of flower. There is a 2-step single flower, so you can stamp it and color it in or not. There is another 2-step smaller, like 5-petal flower. There's a 2-step leaf image, and then a 2-step single, these same kind of little flowers that we put on here, but just 3 and 3. Then this center right here, I am assuming is to put in the middle of this solid flower if you just only stamp that. It's the center of a flower. So that's the flowers, Flowers of Beauty, photopolymer. Now with these dies, you're going to get these 2 strips here to cut tons of single flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe they layer on top of each other. You have a slightly smaller one and a slightly bigger one, but they are small. You have 2 different standalone foliage dies, and then you can die cut out all the stamped images. So that's Unbounded Beauty. Unbounded Love is, first of all, great words. I'll read them to you. But check out these dies. Check out these dies. It is 16 dies. Most of them are labels. Although there is, well, this is the label too, but like here's one of the dies right there. It makes just a frame with leaves on it, a rectangle frame with leaves on it. Anyway, but most of these are literally just frame dies, and some of them do things that you don't expect. I believe it's, and probably others, I have not die cut them all out, but this one here, when you cut it, you get the frame and you get a skinny outline of the frame. So you can glue them back to, no, maybe it's this one. I think it's this one. You get 2 pieces when you die cut this one, the frame and the skinny outline of the frame. So you can glue them back together, use them separately, only use one, only use the other. I have not had time to test these to see what else does that. Anyway, there's lots of shapes, ovals here. I had a card earlier. Remember this card? So she combined 2 different stamps, bundles, whatever. You Make Me Feel Better, I think is in this set. Maybe not. Okay, so just not the words, but that die is this one right here. It's an oval, a scalloped oval with piercing around the edges. It's so cute. Okay, so dies. We got ovals, rectangles with decorative edges, rectangles with scalloped edges, more ovals, ovals with floral details in it, a couple of different type of circles actually. The leaf one I told you about, 2 different standalone flowers and a standalone 2 standalone leaves. They are different. Although I think these are the flowers, I think are the same. And then 2 more oblong type labels. So This could be standalone. You don't need the stamp set to go with it to use these dies. They're amazing. Unbounded Love dies, page 54. And then we got Unbounded Love, and it is all words, photopolymer, 25 stamps in mostly, well, it's a mix of a pretty font, but I mean, a pretty cursive, but different than pretty much, I think, every other cursive in our catalog. This Happy Birthday looks so good to me. You can see they're much larger than what you see pictured on the front of the case. And then, anyway, let me just read the words. And, oh, sorry, cursive, and then the other font, which is pretty much the coordinating words are all caps, almost like typewriter. Okay, so we have hope, love, faith, best of luck, peace, you're a true blessing, celebrate, hello, you are loved, friend, may all your wishes come true, have a blessed day with sympathy, my heart goes out to you, just for you, to you and yours. We even got Christmas in there, happy birthday. Then in the printed only, we have is believing in a brighter tomorrow, never gives up, in what is being sure of what we cannot see, makes the world a better place, little one, friend, you've got this, feel better soon. Unbounded Love. It is a great one. Grab it, grab it, grab it. And grab the bundle so you can get those dies. Okay, so here, well, I'll show those last. Okay, then next we have an embellishment. Now, I believe this is temporarily not orderable right now. Apparently, the demonstrators bought it all. So it is a perk of being a demonstrator. But these are super cute. They're not sparkly or shiny. They're sort of flat on top. They are flat on top. And they are called In Color Resin Dots, and they're the new In Colors. So Pretty in Pink, Peach Pie, Shy Shamrock, Petunia Pop, and this one. I got it right down here. Summer Splash. Summer Splash. So you'll be able to get those soon, but not yet. Number 6, unless they come back. So I'm pre-filming this. If they came back, awesome. Number 6 is the In Color Glimmer 12 by 12 paper. I've already used a bunch of mine. Super glimmery, glittery, doesn't flake off, nice and flat, white on the back, and it's the same 5 colors I just named off. You get one sheet of each color. Ooh, look at that shamrock. Ooh, that shamrock is going to be a Christmas color and a St. Patrick's Day color for sure. I don't think you can tell on the video. It's amazing. Of course, we have pink and purple, so it's all good. And then the designer paper. This one's probably not organized the way my other ones were, but we shall see. This is Unbounded Beauty. It uses Berry Burst, Calypso Coral, Peach Pie, Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, Pretty Peacock, Shy Shamrock, Summer Splash. So lots of new In Colors in this one. You got flowers that are similar to the designs of the flowers in the paper with all those colors, white background there. Or maybe it is organized. This is more like a Shy Shamrock, not more like, it's a Shy Shamrock background, but distressed with white mixed in, more like paint than watercolor. Anyway, and white printed leaves of all different kinds on top, and flowers, leaves and flowers. This one's really pretty. It's Shy, probably the other one, Summer Splash. I can't tell if those are the same or different, but anyway, probably Summer Splash with white flowers growing up. So sorry, there is just one. The other one did not have a direction. These are all growing in an upward pattern. White leaves, purple flowers, similar to the stamp here. And the flowers have a little Pretty in Pink dot in the center. Super pretty, distressed background. The back of that is just a Petunia Pop distressed with sort of white lines going across like you painted them, but not perfectly patterned and they're not solid. They're super distressed, super distressed. Here's one with more, not more, it's white background and it has little bitty flower sections. I can't think of the word. They're like a bouquet, but just the top part, you don't see the stems at all. So there's leaves, flowers, all the colors I named. And you could hand cut these out, and I could see these over on the teapots and all the stuff in that other set, Country Flowers. But yeah, so there's that one. Then the back is pretty much, well, very similar, if not the same as the Shy Shamrock I described. So it's pretty in pink, distressed white background that looks like paint distressing with white leaves and flowers all over it. This one is just like the next one I described. um, but this one has the peach pie background, flowers growing up. The leaf parts are in, I have to remember what color that is. Pretty pink. I'm not sure. That's like berry burst, I guess, but very light berry burst. And then the actual, that was with the leaves. The flowers are white with like a berry burst center. Okay, just a Shy Shamrock slash Summer Splash distressed background. So lots of white in there as well and some texture. Almost like you ran over it with something. This is all petunia pop with lighter and darker petunia pop flowers and leaves all over and a little white in there. This is like a mess of a background with a mix of peach pie, pretty in pink, and white ink, sort of like sponged or painted all over and a little distressing as well. And we have another one like that, but in purples and blues. And then we just have this background that's peach pie and white, dark and light. There's sort of like dots all over. It's just like you distressed a bunch of stuff, one thing on top of the next, on top of the next. Okay, that's that paper, Unbound to Beauty. So pretty. I think it's going to be so popular. Not only because it's so pretty, but it uses so many of the new in colors, which of course we all want to use, right? Because we just do. Don't forget you can get so many of the new in color products free with your starter kit. Here are 3 samples I have using the designer paper as well as the Unbounded Love stamp set for the words there. So those are gorgeous. Okay, next, page 57. Okay, this is what I'm using for my online order special. So if you guys place an online order with me in May of 2024, you're going to receive a class packet mailed to you in June to make 4 cards, not 3, but I forgot and only made 3. So I'm going to design one more. With this Layers of Beauty stamp set. So I've got a sneak peek there for you because I want to make them for you next week. Use the host code. You can order today, $25 or more with the host code, which is NUAU76MY. 25 or more gets you the bundle. I mean, the cards. 50 or more gets you the in color shimmer gems, which I'm going to show later. So, of course, I obviously have this bundle because I used it to make those cards. Let me grab my stuff here. So also this bundle comes with stencils, and mine are out of the package because I've used them. So there's 5 stencils. I'll show you how to use them next week. They work just like the other stencils, so they're very easy. Layers of Beauty decorative masks. When you get the bundle, is it with the bundle? I can't remember. Oh, by the way, we're in the bundle section now. That was the end of the suites. Now we're in the bundle section. So in this catalog, they have all the new bundles here together. Isn't that nice? Just all, if it's a new bundle, other than obviously the suites, all the new bundles are together. So yeah, stamp set, decorative mask, and dies. The bundle pricing is right here, $56.50, I think. Where did I put my glasses? It's on pink. $56.50. You get all three in the bundle, 56.50. They are sold individually, of course. So this is how you're going to see the new bundles in this book. New bundles. Okay, I'm going to give you a sneak peek of this class real quick because I'm only going to give you a sneak peek of this class. But just, I really think you're going to want to get it for free with an order. So I'm using some of that unbounded designer paper. I need to design one more card. I'm using some glimmer paper. I'm using the stencils on one card. It's So here's the bundle besides the stencils because you saw those and not really anything fancy to show in those. Oh, my stamps are not in here because they're mounted for the video. So the flower image in this set is huge. It is probably roses. You could probably also call them other kinds of flowers. It's one big over 5 inches by about 3 3/4 inches. But if you angle it right, you can fit it on the front of a card. You turn it. 3 big flowers, some little different kind of flowers like daisy type mixed in, and leaves. Now, what's cool about this one, unlike the one that we have out right now, which is still a carryover item, you can still get it. You can die cut out the entire stamped image somehow. Anyway, it does fit. I've die cut it out. I don't know why I don't know, but it cuts out. Or you can just die cut out this one giant, or not giant, but the largest rose. Yeah, it must be backwards. Let me turn it over. That's the problem. This one big rose and 3 leaves in the middle. Is that not good? Is that not genius? So you can cut out, let me turn it upside down, the whole thing or just the one thing. So 2 options there. Then there are other images in this set. A little bitty flower and 2 leaves, a little really small leaf, a really small floral with some leaves and flowers, and a really tiny sprig with like buds on it. You can cut all those out. You can also cut out a cute little pierced tag, some standalone leaves. So lots of stuff you can do with this one. My phone just did something, so hopefully the video didn't mess up too bad there. So yeah, Layers of Beauty. This is my online order special. 4 cards for free with a $25 order mailed in June, and the free gems if you do 50 or more. Just use the host code unless it's over 150. Then I'm still going to give you the gifts, but don't use the host code so you can get some free stuff from Stampin' Up. So yeah, online order special. Okay, so again, these are just bundles. I don't have most of these because we couldn't pre-order most of these. But Labeled with Love is the one I'm using for my kickoff, another one, I should say. And I love this because these 2 here, page 58 and 59, you can either get the dies or the punch, your choice. You can get the bundle with the dies or the bundle with the punch. Or if you're like me, you'll get one of the bundles and you'll go ahead and order the punch or dies separately. They're both $23, so it probably doesn't matter. The bundles are both $39.50. So I'm going to order a bundle and I'm going to order the other things separately because I want both. I want the options. They showed us a card, of course, at on stage, just like this, where they die cut all 3 of these labels at one time and made a opening in a card. And I'm like, oh, so I do need the dies. Anyway, so Label with Love, you've got little 2-step butterfly, 2-step gift present, 2-step flowers with leaves, then some little bitty presents, like 3 of them to make like a background or whatever, a to and from, happy birthday, you are loved, enjoy today, just for you, thanks, and friend. I'm not sure if that's the same stamp. And then the die, and then this label image, which is the, what the die is. So I'm thinking it's probably a good 2.5 to 3 inches. Two and a half, no, two, 2 3/4, 2 to 2 3/4 tall or long because of the image here. Anyway, what am I trying to say? I don't know, but there it is. Label with love. Page 58. Page 59, same deal. You can get the die or the punch. It's called keeping tabs. So this is literally a tab die. Look at it here in the samples. They have it inside a notebook. So you can punch it out, fold it over, and it's a tab. Now, so of course the stamps called keeping tabs. There's 3 tab stamps, first of all, to add decoration. There's dots, florals, and stripes, and they all 3 leave a blank spot so you can put the label of your tab. Then we have stamps, happy holidays, for you, hello friend, my list, notes, menu, to do, thank you, happy birthday, congratulations, sympathy, and there's 2 dotted lines and a heart, where obviously you can put dotted lines on there. So super cute. I'm trying to see what stamp. They even used this stamp here, I think. I'm trying to figure out how they made this pattern, but they made some kind of pattern with it as well. Anyway, so you can use these on cards as well, not just to make tabs. And again, you can get the die or the punch, the bundle with either one, whatever you want to do. Another new bundle, friendly fins. These are sharks and stingrays, if you like, and dolphins and fish. If you like those, you want this one. It's a hammerhead shark, a stingray, a dolphin, a little coral image, and 3 fish that are kind of like triangle shaped with 2 stripes each. They're all 2-step, so you don't have to color them in. They all have dies. And then there's these other dies, like this fancy coral, almost like a cave thing that they can swim through. Not a cave, but like a arch. Some rocks, some little individual fish besides the swimming ones, I think. Can you cut it? Yeah. A lobster, a shell, some more coral type stuff, grass, another single fish, some bubbles, friendly fins. That's a good one. That's a good one for a cruise as well. Just saying. Um, so super cute there. Hearts and Hugs bundle. This one we could pre-order, but I did not. But it is animals. So if you like animals, you're gonna love it. We have, I forgot what these are called, and I don't have anybody to ask on this video, but these 2 things, I don't know what they are. I'm not going to be able to think of it either. But they're like rodent type animals, but apparently that are cute, and they're hugging. There's 2 of them. They're hugging and they're smiling. There is a hamster or gerbil. There is a heavy debate going on if this is a hamster or gerbil. He's real chubby and he's opening his arms to give you a hug. There's a little mouse wearing a bow tie. I'm sorry, not wearing a bow tie. It looks like a bow tie though. Holding a heart with 2 hands and smiling with its eyes closed. And then 2 walruses that apparently are in love. They're facing each other. One's a little taller. They're smiling. Their eyes are closed. Okay, then there's a 3 heart image that are open hearts. All of these are line art, so you can color them in. No 2-step here. In the dies, you can cut out all the animals. There's a banner die, and some of the words fit in the banner. There's hearts, flowers, flower bottoms, so you can do the grass and stems and leaves as a die. Oh, I have a sample of that. I have a sample right here. Isn't that cute? So cut out the bottom part in a green, and she cut out each flower in a different color. There's like 5 petal flowers and 2 like a daisy type. I guess those are not hearts, they're flowers. I said hearts. These are flowers. I was wrong. These are all the new in colors. That's the new in color designer paper there. And then there's like this arch of hearts that, so it'll cut it out. It could be an opening in your card like this, where you put it on like that, or you could use the die cut hearts. And glue them separately. They colored these animals really good right here. So yeah, super cute. Hearts and hugs. Okay, next we have on 62, Pocket Thoughts. So this is not interesting in a funky way, but interesting that the dies don't coordinate with the stamp set necessarily at all, but they have put them together for you so you can save 10%. It's only $44 for Pocket Thoughts bundle. So the stamp set is just all occasion generic. I mean, I guess it goes together in that you can put gift cards in these pockets, and these are some occasions you would give a gift card for. But of course, we're going to use these pockets in scrapbooks, in other cards, everything. So the pocket dies are literally 3 different sizes. It says the largest assembled pocket is 3 3/4 by 5. Ooh, it's big. So 5 inches by 3 3/4. That's a big pocket. That's the biggest one. And then there's a next size down and a next size down. The smallest one looks pretty small. That's the dies. And then, so it cuts this pocket with a tab, and then it's going to score 3 lines on the sides, and the edges are beveled, or whatever the word is. They're cut at an angle. And then you can fold them and glue them down and make a pocket. Okay, the stamp set, Pocket Thoughts. We have a cupcake that's 2-step. Y'all know I love that. So you can just color it in with the icing stamp. A ring, like a an engagement ring, sorry, with the filler to stamp inside the diamond, and 3 little lines so it can be sparkling. There's a regular ring, like for the man, the outline and the filler. Or it can be, I know it's not just men, whoever wants to wear this kind of ring, whoever wants to wear this kind. We have lots of love, yay for you, an arrow pointing up, which I'm assuming means, yeah, pull this out so you can see your gift. 2 little bitty hearts. I'm assuming that's 1 stamp, 2 little hearts for a background, and happy birthday. Oh, and I did not say this, a diploma. And again, there's like a seal with the ribbons on the diploma, and there's a stamp to fill in that color. You know, y'all know I love a stamp you don't have to color. Okay, round we go. Page 63 is, what are these called? Pinwheels. So there's dies to make pinwheels. Boom. It's going to score it, cut it. You're going to fold back and forth, put it together, make a pinwheel. Then there's just like scallop circles if you want to do the lazy Jennifer kind of pinwheel. Of course, you probably glue these to these circles, but I would just use these alone as well. We could not pre-order this. There's dies. So there's these, like, they're not flowers, but they're like flower images where it would be a ton of petals that have to do with pinwheels here. But anyway, you can die cut those out, both of them. Or I'm sure you can just stamp them and interlock. Yep. Without die cutting, all the stuff. There's a couple of big circles that have dies as well. Those cover up the middle of your pinwheel. And then there's some pierced hole dies here that are just decorative to put on your projects. Okay, so the stamp set, round we go. It has the 2 pinwheels, I guess. The 2 circles, some little backgrounds of little, like, hand-drawn asterisk stars with dots around them. A diagonal thin lines image for borders or backgrounds. And then lots of words. So we've got happy birthday, happiest birthday to you, hip hip hooray, to, from, looks like they're different stamps, might be on one. This is your time to celebrate, day, exclamation mark, year, exclamation mark, month, exclamation mark. That's a pretty good one. Page 63. Okay, more bundles. We're almost done. Don't worry with the bundles. Cutest onesie bundle. Stampin' Up said they specifically, by customer and demonstrator request, came up with some lower price bundles. This one's only $27. It covers you for babies, but you don't have to buy a $50 bundle to do a baby card. So you've got the onesie with the matching die. Perfect. Unisex. You've got a pocket for the onesie with the matching die. And then these other dies are standalone. There's number 1, 2, and 3. There's a standalone rattle and a standalone hanger. Done. Then there's some little decorative images to put on the onesie or whatever. This looks like a cloud, a little hand-drawn star, a little hand-drawn heart, and I think this one is buttons. Yeah, buttons. You can see it in this sample. I can't point because of the way I'm holding this, but the pink onesie has buttons on top. There's the button stamp right there. And then look at it on the hanger though. So cute. Oh my gosh. That one has a duck on it. They must have got that from that duck designer paper. That onesie has a duck on it. Oh my gosh. That is cute. Okay, so super cute and not inexpensive. Like if you need baby cards ever so often, but you're like, I don't need a whole baby suite, we got you. We got you on that. Then this one is on my list. We could pre-order it, but I did not. Just budget. It's on my list. Attention shoppers, page 65. It's a shopping basket. And some people were like, why do we need that? I'm like, because it's so cute. So Amy Story made this card. Is it not adorable? She used the new In Color designer paper, first of all, and the new In Color Glimmer. Put a bag with some tissue paper in it and a bouquet of flowers in the shopping cart. Is that not cute? She also used a new embossing folder back there that I'm going to show you later and die cut it out in a circle. So smart, Amy. Anyway, is that not adorable? So let's look at it. We've got in the stamp set, you can stamp the basket. It's literally like an old-fashioned metal shopping basket, side angle. And then the legs and wheels is a separate stamp. You've got 5 things to put in the basket. The bag with tissue paper inside, the bouquet, which is wrapped in paper, and just 6 flowers. These are all outline images. You would need to color them in. A birthday cake, because it has 3 candles on top, 2 layers, birthday cake, a bottle of champagne, wine, Welch's grape juice, whatever you want to call it, a plant, like a potted plant with 4 leaves on the plant. Those are the things you can put in the basket. Also, so you can die cut those 5 things out. And there's a separate die like Amy used only to die cut out a basket instead of stamping it. So let's see here on the samples. They didn't stamp the basket either, of course, because it looks cuter die cut out. But you can stamp it. We'll play with it once we get it. Okay, so the words. Shopping is always a good idea. I need that for me to remind myself. Treat yourself. Happy birthday. Thanks. Just for you. Put this with that pocket die. Match made in heaven. Right there. Boom. Boom. Put the bag and flowers on it. Give them a gift card. Okay. And say shopping is always a good idea. Okay. Bistro Burger. I think this is the most, not the most, but it's such a unique stamp set Stampin' Up! Came up with, and I love it. It is on page 66. I'm using it for card class in May for 2 of the cards because I want to offer Father's Day in card class. And look at it. Look at this delicious looking hamburger. I mean, literally, look the way they colored that. It looks delicious. French fries, a pickle. Those are the 3 images besides the words. Those are the 3. They look pretty large to me, but, you know, of course, we need to get it in real life. But I don't know why I'm putting the ruler there, but this hamburger is taking up a good portion of the card sample there. Okay. They're drawn with great detail, you know, little lines, sketch marks, and all that, but you still probably are going to want to color it in, although they have one right here not colored. That hamburger, I think, is heat embossed in white on a crushed curry, it looks like, and that looks good too. That French fries heat embossed in white on a light, I'm not sure what color that is, looks great. And technically I can look up these colors, by the way, and I uploaded that document for you guys on my blog, stamptherapist.com. It's called like annual catalog supply list. Oh no, I didn't upload it yet legally, but I'm going to. I have last year's. Anyway, we can access it and find out these colors, but side note. Okay, and then there's a pickle, a real detailed pickle. Now, you can die cut out all three of those. Let me tell you the words, and then let me tell you about all these other dies that are amazing. So we have Happy Father's Day, Time to Celebrate, Here's to a Great Guy, You're Kind of a Big Deal. Perfect. Now these dies, we have like a little flag, which they used on this sample, like how you put a toothpick in the hamburger with a flag on top. There is a chili pepper die, two more flags that are triangles instead of a banner. I don't remember if I said banner. And on this card up here, they literally made a banner. It's both the banner one and the triangle one, but that could also be a triangle flag. And it looks like it has stitch marks. I don't know what this one is. It's right there. Gotta get the glasses out. I'm not sure what this die is, but it's something. Let me show you how close so you can figure it out. It's right here. Some food item. Yeah. Oh, ketchup. Maybe it's a pile of ketchup. I think it's ketchup. Okay. That's probably the cup to put the ketchup in. I bet that's what that is. Put the ketchup in the cup. Maybe. I don't know. Because they don't have it pictured. Okay. There is a steak knife and a handle. There's a toothpick and two pieces to make one olive. Is this not perfect? You can put that in a drink, by the way. Side note. There's the olive right there. And then fire. There are flames. And check out how they colored these flames with orange and red on this card. Then there's this. It's like I think a wood or like a tray, I guess, but it looks like wood to me. I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to be a plastic tray that you put your food on. I love this so much. I can't wait to order it today. Okay. Tune in bundle, page 67. Old fashioned TV. Looks like a TV from the 50s. Um, So it's that shape of a TV with the knobs, some lines, and a center part and two legs. You can die cut it out. It's called Tune In. There is a 3 lightning image, which of course, like the whatever power coming from the antenna or the TV or sound. There's this image here, which is dots. Like I guess I'm not sure what that's for. I mean, it looks like pixelation to me, but I'm not sure how that works on these TVs unless it's like the come back tomorrow because we're off for the day. I'm not sure. And to an antenna image. These little 50 style stars image. By the way, the lightning and the stars are solid. The TV and the antenna are outlined, so you can color them in as you see on these samples, or you can just die cut out the TV and not color it in. But anyway, the TV does have the screen part separate, so you can die cut out the TV, the screen, the stars, the lightning, the antenna. Oh, there's a button die here, and whatever part of the TV this is. Oh, it goes down there. Okay, so you can put buttons on the bottom and the speaker. That's what that is, the speaker on the front. If you just use the die cut one. Let me bring that up closer. I'm going to have to get this one too. And look at these where they just die cut the little shapes and didn't stamp them. And there's some colored ones. Okay, the words are "You're super. Stay tuned for an important message. Newsflash. Happy birthday. You're classic." And then, this die right here just cuts out 5 uneven lines that they have inside the TV screen there. There's a standalone star, a standalone like 50s style. I don't know what you call this, but star-ish type image, asterisk something. I think I said them all. That's a really good one. Okay, sketch butterflies, page 68. I'm going to use it in my kickoff. It is butterflies. Surprise, surprise. There's 4 different larger butterflies. All you can die cut out. There is I think this is one image. Let me count 10. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, one image with 4 small butterflies on it. They'll make a beautiful like background. Not used on here. Oh yeah, right there. Beautiful background. They're all outline butterflies, so you can color them in. Then separately, there are dies to cut out outline detail. It looks like this one probably fits, the medium size one probably fits on top of the medium size one you can stamp. So you can probably layer those two. I don't see a sample of that. It looks, why do they show, is this 2 dies? Oh, no. Never mind. Ignore me. Then there is a separate, just small butterfly outline and detail. And then there's this one here that's 3 detail butterflies that'll be connected, it looks like, when you die cut them out. So lots of butterflies, lots of words as well. I'm going to bring it up close because they're really tiny on here. You brighten up so many of my days thinking of you. Hope is a beautiful thing that flutters the soul. Sorry, I'm having trouble. Wishing you a beautiful birthday and thank you. And it's cursive and straight, all caps mixed, and it's a really pretty cursive. Okay, finally I have something again. This is the Spotlight on Nature bundle. This is the one I'm using for bingo. So sign up for bingo. Go to my blog if you don't know what I'm talking about. I forgot to add my thing back earlier. So go to stamptherapist.com, sign up for, you can't sign up there, but you'll get all the info and you can email me. Sign up for bingo. We're going to make 4 cards there with this bundle. So, and I have samples. Spotlight on Nature is dies and stamps. The stamp set is red rubber. It comes with a flower, like tulips image, really pretty, elegant tulips. Each petal is drawn separately. So I don't know if it's really a tulip, but it's that shape. But it's like 4 petals that they drew. It's 4 1/4 inches tall by about almost 3 inches wide. 2 different, actually, well, basically 2 different stems, but one has another stem coming off of it. Small, medium, and large flowers, drawn with a lot of detail and lines, but you can color it in. I've done it without coloring it in. I've received swaps with them colored in, and I made one at On Stage that I watercolored. So lots of different options there. Then there's just a slightly smaller, super detailed stem with leaves on it. 6 leaves, tons of detail on these veins. There is a it's not splatter. Oh yeah, there's a really small splatter. I don't think I've put that one together yet, but right there. And then there's this hash marks sort of background stamp. There's a really pretty butterfly that's different from the other butterflies. Those other ones, by the way, in sketch butterflies are realistic looking. The drawn ones, very realistic with all the little details that you can color in different colors and all. This one is also like sort of realistic looking, but it's just a completely different style than those. And it's a side view. So you can see the body, 2 full wings on the side, and then a partial up here at the top. And there's antenna. No dies for the butterflies, by the way. These dies are not the stamped images. They're circles. So I'll tell you about those. It has dear friend and thanks. And yeah, so that's the stamp set. And then, so I'll probably throw in a couple other greetings on bingo, but you can substitute anything you have. And then the dies cut out these circles. I actually have a thing that a teammate gave me. I didn't bring it over here for this video, so I don't know where it is, where she die cut all these circles out. But you're going to get these solid circles that put these little lines all the way around them when you die cut them out. And then you're also going to get a couple of different patterns of circles that when you die cut out the circle, it cuts little eyelet kind of patterns around the edges. So there's that one, and then these where it's like line dot, but in a circular form. I think those are the 3 patterns, but in different sizes of circles. You can nest them like this card here, but different ones nest differently. We didn't use them on that. So just be aware. The biggest circle is almost 4 inches. Then they go down from there. The smallest one is about 1 inch. I'm going to sneeze. Woo! Oh, goodness. Okay. So that is Spotlight on Nature, and that's what we're using for bingo. So sign up. It's going to be pretty. And bingo's fun anyway, so you might as well. Okay, oh, let me just make sure I show the samples good. So, oh, there's more examples right here of those circles that you can die cut. This is one I did, excuse me, I just yawned, for a swap. These 3 we made it on stage, and I did not modify them, so I made them exactly as Stampin' Up! Instructed. And a lot of us didn't fully understand the color scheme Stampin' Up! Did, but I just went with it. I didn't change anything. And they are pretty, but interesting color choices there. Hey, you can copy it and change it to whatever color you want. Okay, we have In the Grove bundle, page 70. So mountains, I think I have a sample. Yes, I do. Mountains, pine trees, if that's the right word. They're like Christmas trees, whatever those are called. Ground, yep, ground image. A little distress there. These are solid. You don't need a color. Look at those mountains, how gorgeous they are. A fox. Oh, fox. Is that a fox? I think it's a fox. A little fox, super solid, no need to color. You can die cut out, I think, all of the images except for this one, and it's sort of like, I mean, it could be splatter, but maybe it's supposed to be like detail in the grass or footprints, maybe. So you can die cut out these images. Mountains, grass, trees, and fox. And then you see there's a tiny little rabbit and duck. I think it's a duck. That's tiny. Oh no, it's a squirrel. A rabbit and a squirrel. They're so tiny, no detail will be needed. You'll just cut it out. A literal opening. Ooh, this can replace the one that just retired, aspen tree, but it's a rectangle opening going landscape. So it's a frame with trees on either side and an opening in the center. So to either put a scene behind it like this sample, or what was my other thing I was going to say? I don't even know. I totally lost my train of thought on that real quick. But put a scene behind it, or I don't know what words, designer paper. I don't know what I was going to say. By the way, this card is by Leanne Graff. It's gorgeous. I'm not sure what she used for the clouds. I feel like it's the airplane stamp set, but I need to go back and look, so I don't want to say. I think it is, and that's one of those dies from Unbounded Love or whatever. Oh, and then there's a tree line die that's standalone, and maybe this is standalone mountains, and this is the stamped mountains. Yeah, these are standalone mountains. Okay, we got it. In the Grove. It's really nice. I don't have it. We could pre-order it, but I don't have it. Okay, Loveliest Tree is another lower priced bundle, $36. We have one nice big tree instead of 50 trees from Lovely as a Tree. Loveliest Tree, you can die cut it out. A little stem with 3 really intricate, pretty leaves. You can die cut those out. The tree is actually not tiny. It's pretty big. I don't think I have any samples with it. And then you can do this tree where you build your own tree. So you die cut the branch, the trunk and branches, and then you die cut the leaves. We've had something similar to this in the past. You put those 2 together and make a tree. It's a skinnier tree than the stamped one. I don't know what kind of tree this is either, but it's got a wide trunk, the tree that you stamp, wide trunk, and it comes out really wide and has a huge top. And there's detail at the bottom and little grass and dirt and stuff as well. And then 3 standalone leaves that are outlined. Not to put on this tree. I don't think they're too big for that. But yeah, they're way too big to put on the tree. Okay, so loveliest tree. Check it out. Inspiring snapdragons. This one is interesting. I think it's going to be pretty. I think people are going to do some really cool stuff with it, but it's interesting. If you look close at these images, first of all, I guess a snapdragon, I'm not 100% sure what that is, but it's probably like a dragonfly. And it's like these trees are made sort of out of snapdragons, I guess. Again, I think it's going to look cute. I don't know. So there's 3 different trees made out of shapes. If that's not a good description, but that's what it is. Then there's 2 snapdragons, one just wings and a body, and then one that's flying to the side. So the wings are going up. It's just 2 little wings and the body. You can die cut all of that out. Then you can also die cut out individual outline trees that are similar to these, but they would layer on top of these, I believe, the solid trees that you die cut out, or stand alone. So I believe that's what they did there. And maybe they stamped it and then die cut it out and then glued this on top. Maybe. That's heat embossed with the tree, the stamped one. Oh, that one makes it look like flowers. Oh, maybe it's not even a tree. Maybe it's flowers. I don't know. I don't know. It might be flowers. But if so, they don't really have a stem at the bottom. Oh, there's 3 stems right here. Duh. So maybe these are meant to be the tops of a flower, like the style of like a blue bonnet or something. Okay, I like it. I'm on now. I'm on board. Okay, Seaside Wishes. I have it. I got some samples. You're gonna love this one. You're gonna want it. This is a bundle with a hybrid embossing folder. So dies and embossing folder. I actually used it. This is a swap I'm taking with me. And look at how realistic this is basic beige, by the way. This sand dollar looks. So you get 3. So what you do is you take the dies, which also cut out these detailed sand dollars, I guess, like that. This is a swap from Kathleen Partlesis. Okay, so we got this die right here that cuts out 3 sand dollars at once. And really, I think you would only use, hold on, I don't know. I might be lying. Okay, no, I guess you can cut out the stamped images, but just 2 of them, because there's only 2 sand dollar stamp images, not 3. But so you can cut those out, stamp them, then cut them out. You can also stamp them, align them perfectly with this, and do this thing. But anyway, also you can, again, in the top of the embossing folder, which is where it says Stampin' Up, interlock. I'm saying this like I just showed this today. I showed it last week on the tree rings. Interlock, put your paper in here, run it through, and it will cut out, and these will fall out. The outside looks dumb alone, so I wouldn't use that. You can also die cut the stamped images like we just said. I don't think you can do 2 at a time. You're going to need to do 1 at a time, my opinion. Or you can just emboss like this, and you'll have all this cool, bubbly, watery looking around it, and that's just a background. So I think that was 3 ways to use these. Plus, you can stamp and die cut out this starfish and this starfish. Here's the big one. Look at the font. You absolutely made my day. This font I need in my life. There's like some grass dies, the 2 super detailed, I guess it's a sand dollar. I'm not sure what that is. That's probably something else sea related. This person did exactly what I did. We got out this new swirly background to put with it because it looks like water. It's this person, Kathy. Yeah, so that's the dice. That's it. So you can get all 3 of those in one price. It is $47.50. Then the rest of the stamp set is, there are these images. They're like, I don't honestly know, like, is it rocks? is it something in the ocean? But they look cool. They're super, there's 3 different groupings of them, 3 different stamps. That's 1, 2, 3. They look, they're super distressed. So they just look really cool is what I'm trying to get out of my mouth. There's a dots, which can be splatter or sand. Anyway, the 2 starfish and then words, and the 2 sand dollars, which are super detailed. One's bigger. So the biggest one is about 2.5 inches. The medium one is about 2 inches. Okay, then you absolutely made my day. Your friendship is the best gift. Love you. Sometimes the simplest things mean the most. So cute. I think you're going to want it. And don't forget, it's a hybrid. Running myself out of space. Okay, so these are the 2 samples I have, which I know I've already shown you, but there we go. And then these are the carryover bundles. Now, they're not bundles anymore. They're priced separately, but they match. These were in the old catalog. You can see them here. You can see them in the online store. Mixed in after that, you're going to find some new stuff and some old stuff. So they tell you about photopolymer versus red rubber. Clear blocks here. Carryover stamps. New stamp set. Picture perfect. It's really large. I think this one must be shown at full size. It's like 2.5 by 4. You can stamp these 2 images, the 2.5 by 4s, to make a field of flowers. So it's the green part, the flowers part. Think of the tulip fields we had in the past. I think it's going to be awesome. They don't really have a good sample of it here, though, do they? Not really. All they have is this one, which is another 2-step flower right here. Stamp the stems, stamp the flowers. There's a little single bird. By the way, of course, there's no dies for this because we already saw the bundles. And then these clouds images. It's 1 image with 4 clouds. That's on page 85. Then they have some stuff here from the old catalog, right? Y'all get it? These are carryover. This is brand new. These little things carry over, meaning we sold it before. It's go see it in the online store big. Page 87, a really cute new set with these racing cars. I don't know what these are called, but I feel like it's the kind, I mean, of course it could be for race cars, like for adults, but I feel like these are the kind that kids race. I don't know what they're called though. And I'm not live, really, but please feel free to say what it is. It's not a box car, but I don't know, but they're super cute. So you can do the outline and then fill in. There's one with like checkers and a star, and there's one with flames on it. There is a person, like the head to put inside, and it's just like a helmet and a dark piece for the clothing and a white or a not stamped part for the where the face would be. So just stamp that inside. There's 2 different kinds of wheels to put on here. There's racing by to say happy birthday, way to go, you got this. There's a checkered flag. There's a ribbon, like they won, and a number 1 trophy. These are the ribbon and trophy are outline images, but the car is going to be colored when you stamp that second part on it. It's super solid when you stamp it. It's really cool. Again, more stuff from the old catalog. They have some pictures of some of those samples. We just were looking at Trusty Tools last week with my sampler. Check it out. These new embellishments, which I forgot what they're called, but they're with the airplane stuff, I believe. They look great with the Trusty Tools. Oh my goodness. So check those out. Another new stamp set, Under the Moon, on page 88. Eclipse anybody? But anyway, I'm not sure honestly if this is the planet. I think it's the planet. This is the sky with the moon in it, I think, but they're in circles. This is like a sky image, cloud image, more clouds, 1 single dolphin and 2 solid, they're all solid, like silhouette dolphin images and a silhouette sailboat image. By the way, here's Ken and Barbie. Ken has the sponge dauber. If you missed it, there's Ken. Make a note. Um, again, more carryover items just snuck in here. Like, look at these little dots. They just snuck those in. It's like, where are these from? They're from a stamp set that's in the online store, Beach Day. Beach Day does. Or you see them on page 75, apparently, because I wrote that down. So this, for the old stuff, this catalog takes a little investigation. But just go to the online store to see the rest of the stuff. This is the new stuff in this book. There's tips here. Tips. Read the tips. Read the ideas. Background stamps. So I think this is the only new one, Leaf Collection, which we all received at on stage with Stampin' Up. It's red rubber. I think they all are. And there's a sample with it that I got from Jody Reinert. Look how pretty. That's Shy Shamrock, I think. It's a new color. So Leaf Collection. That one is a new background. All the backgrounds are this size, but here's the carryover and some of the carryover and older ones. Go to the online store to see them all. Here's a new stamp set. You Are Beautiful, page 93. It has two leafy foliage images that are watercolory. You don't need to color them in. My favorite. Just stamp it. It's going to look beautiful. It's going to be light and dark all mixed in. It's like, what do we call this? I forgot what we call it. Anyway, where it's light and dark. Okay, you are beautiful. Make today amazing. You are a shining light. And then there's a Proverbs 3, 5, 6. Trust in the Lord with all of your heart, and he will direct your path. There you go. You are beautiful. That, by the way, a lot of these stamps I've talked about are $1 million design stamp sets. So make sure you read about that, who designed them. More carryover stamps. Then, of course, the new product. Well, no, see, this catalog is all mixed in. Sorry. And I didn't mean to say new product. I meant to say new accessories. But this is the storage stuff, actually. None of it's new. It's the storage stuff that we've sold already. More new stamps. Now, if any of you have any business, Stampin' Up or not, this is put on your first list. There's a ton of different thanks. Shop local. Do you sell perfume or soap or something? Shop local. Let me see. There's a shopping bag, 3 hearts, a gift, and then words. So we've got different sizes and versions of fonts of thanks, thank you, thank you, thanks. We've got you've got great taste for being an amazing customer, made with love. Ooh, put that on your cards. Handmade for you. Put that on your back of your cards. For your order, for supporting my small business. Your support deserves a big thanks. So that's a great one. It's called My Small Business for $19. And then if you really want to say thank you, thanking you is $19. It's a giant thank you stamp. It's photopolymer, 1 stamp. Boom. Okay, we've been on 2 hours and 18 minutes. We're getting toward the end. I sort of promise, maybe. The new 6x6 designer paper. So just like in the old catalog, just like in every catalog for the past several years, we will sell a 6x6 patterned paper that comes with 4 patterns. 1, 2. This is pretty in pink, by the way. 3, 4. 4 patterns. So this year we got stripes, like distressed white stripes on top of whatever color. Leaves and flowers, kind of distressed, super pretty in white. Circle dots in white side by side. They're about an 1/8 inch of a circle, just the outline. That's what I meant by circle, side by side. Dot, 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 dot. And then this pattern, which I do not know how to describe, but it's a pattern on the white background in whatever color the paper is. So this is the in color version, but it will come in the other in colors, the subtles, the regals, the brights, and the neutrals. And you get different quantities in the subtles, brights, regals, neutrals, because there are 10 colors instead of 5. But as you can see, the patterns just repeat in all of the colors. But they never do a weird switcheroo like where it's white here, it's green there. It's the same patterns all the way through. So that is that paper on page 98. You can get that now. This is not part of the paper share, by the way. We never include this simply because it drives the price up too high. So we give you a sampling of every new designer paper except this. By the way, I might have missed one. I'm not sure if I missed it. There's a new textured, like wood grain paper in here as well. Some cardstock here. Happiest Day stamp set, page 99. You got this cute little 2-step dragonfly, like more kid-friendly, cute-ish. You can make a little rainbow with these 3 curved lines. So cute. A little sun you can make with the circle and these lines. Little asterisks and dots, star background, some little arrows there, little detail line there. I'm trying to see if I missed anything. So excited for you. Hey, you're the best. Thinking of you today and every day. Wishing you the happiest birthday. You make me feel like glitter in the sun. Well, hello. Is that a vampire stamp? Just kidding. And these are great for scrap. That's a great scrapbooking set as well. As you can see, they put some scrapbook samples in here. Oh, there's the rainbow. It's tiny. It's so cute. See that rainbow? Oh my gosh. I don't know how they made that color wheel. I don't know how they made that. Is that on a designer paper? I don't remember. Who knows? Okay, more. Oh, here it is. Wood textured 12 by 12. That's going to be part of the paper share. Have not seen it in person. I will be ordering it so I can see it, of course, and I'll order it for whoever signs up for the share. More carryover stuff. More new stamps. So we've got tender hearted. Yeah, thought I was reading that wrong. It's little kids, girls, boys, everything. A couple on a tire swing. These are all outlined, so you would have to or want to color them in if you want to. Tire swing, back view. Looks like either 2 girls or a girl and a boy. One's got its arm around the other and one's waving. And there's a rope and a tire they're sitting on. I think one could be a boy or a girl because it's like pants and the other has a skirt and long hair, long curly hair. Okay, a little girl with a ponytail doctoring a teddy bear. She's got a stethoscope and stuff. 2 kids hugging. You can see the face of one that's a boy, back of the other. 2 kids, definitely, I think 2 boys hugging. Their faces are looking at you. They're not hugging, they're side hugging. An arm on each shoulder. One has glasses, one doesn't. Okay, we've got we believe in you. Take care of yourself. I'm here for you. Be kind to yourself. You make me happy. I'm proud to be your friend. XO. There's a little circle with a star. That could be a ball or whatever. And there's some lines here for detail. Okay. Sweet peas. Tell me what y'all think about this one. I mean, it's cute, but these faces get me. Although everyone on my team at Onstage was like, they're super cute. And I'm like, those faces don't creep you out, but they're cute. So they're literally peas inside the pod or not. It's real artistic, real artistic. Just different ones. One's wearing a birthday hat and blowing a blower. There's 2 that probably are in love because there's just 2 peas with faces on them, all with a heart and the little pod. There's a pod with 4 inside. They look like they're fighting with each other, but in a happy way. These are the ones with the weird faces. Here's a mad pea. He's got a literal downturned sad face, but he's mad. He's got the eyebrows and everything. It says hello, Grump Pea. See, he's grumpy. Grump Pea. I don't know what these little details are here, but there's a little detail image. There's a couple of leafy images. And then we have Hap Pea, birthday. Welcome, sweet pea. You make me hap pea. I'm saying it weird so that you realize how it's spelled with PEA. Okay, maybe it is cute. Maybe I'll get it. Flying by, flying saucers, paper airplanes, real airplane, helicopter, clouds. Everything's an outline image except the clouds. There's a couple of cloud images. All of the words are drawn so that they can be flying like behind all of these flying things. They have little dotted lines, then it's thanks in cursive and more dotted lines. Same thing for all of these. Love you lots, sending love, hello, and they're curved. There's some little stars. It's super cute. And they're drawn in like for kids style for sure. Okay, let's wonder if you have your hikers, your adventure people, maybe sports. I think this, I don't know what sport shoe this is, but it looks like it has cleats on it. It's so we have a pair of like hiking boots, Timberlands maybe, I'm not sure. Hiking boots with laces and all the stuff. We have one single like Tiva type shoe and one single, I think it's a running shoe or a cleat or something from the side view on that one. It's got like a Z or a lightning on it, some laces, tongue, cleats. I guess those are cleats. I don't know. And there's some dotted lines here for detail. Again, let's kick it. Wonder where the Wi-Fi is weak. You're good for the soul, SOLE. Thanks for your help. You can do anything. And again, there's some older stuff up here as well that's older but still available. Chantilly lace. There's more stamps than I thought coming. We're at 226 now. Chantilly lace, page 106. You're invited. Save the date. Please join us. You're invited. Save the date. Super fancy cursive. There's a lacy border image. There's a lacy sort of corner image with flowers. It's really pretty with flowers and netting on it. You can stamp that in both corners like you see in this sample, top left, bottom right. It'll look gorgeous. There's a separate little small netting detail to put in there. So obviously great for invitations. It even says it right here. Invitations, be ready. Be RSVP ready. And then some more older stuff there. I think honestly, these are actually the last two stamp sets, I think. So from our home and rest, relax, enjoy. This is page 108, 109. From our home is literally some really detailed 3 houses in a row, kind of like they have in Britain or somewhere else. I don't know. I was going to say a city, but I don't want to look dumb. So they're like side by side with maybe a foot in between the houses. They're 2 or 3 story. They have stairs. They have trees. They have arches in the doorways. It's super outline and to be colored in. Then there's a single home that's more like a single home, 2-story, big old wraparound porch. I don't know, kind of country looking to me. There's trees, porch, like stairs, bushes. You can color all these in. There's a single tree you can stamp and color in. See it right there. And then little lines, details. And then from our home to yours, home sweet home. Thank you for your hospitality. Now that's nice. You take that to your Airbnb. Okay, and then over here, this one is really smart, I think, of them to design. I just think it's super cute. Rest, relax, and enjoy. So we have the bottom of a jar or bottle, and then the top, like the pump or a lid. So for like soaps, lotions, whatever you would put in a jar like that. Then there's one here that's like a jar, an actual jar versus like a makeup jar or whatever with a lid. A baby bottle jar with a baby bottle lid with a nipple and all that. There's a single flower. There's a single leaf. These appear pretty small, but the largest jar, these might be actual size. I don't know. It doesn't say. Most of the stuff is not actual size in this book. But anyway, the largest jar actually looks semi-large on this sample here. Okay, the words rest, period, relax, period, enjoy, period. Those are all cursive and capital letter on each one. Super cute. and treat yourself. So we got another treat yourself there. Then there's a little, also I forgot this one. It's a sprig with like more thickness at the ends like berries. And they stamp that sprig inside this jar here. It's pretty cool. Obviously, you could put that on a tag of if you're giving lotion, makeup, skincare, essential oils, whatever. Okay, textured metallic. You're going to get some of this in the paper share. It is this guy right here. Copper, gold, and tungsten. Okay, I don't even know what tungsten is. Got me on that. I guess it's the one that I thought was silver. Copper, gold, tungsten. It's really pretty. It does have texture in it. If you can see those lines, like it's been scraped. It's white on the back. Texture metallic. We have silver now. We couldn't pre-order it, but we have silver now. Who's excited? Silver foil, I should say. Everything else here we've sold in the past, except for these embellishments, but they're on that page. So we sold all that before, but these are new. My pink dot means it's new, by the way. I did that. Okay, and ribbons, our new ribbons. I've got what I have here, what I was allowed to pre-order, which is all the new in colors in this bordered ribbon. Pretty in pink. So let me show you how the ribbon looks, by the way, close up. It has a little stitching on it, but it's pretty much the same color, like pretty in pink stitching, for example. Shy Shamrock, Peach. What's the peach one called? I forgot. Peach Pie, Summer Splash, and Petunia Pop. And then it also comes in basic beige. Then there's a couple more new ones that I don't have yet. I'm just going to look at my pink dots. Pink bordered, and you'll get all of these in the ribbon share. Pink and white diagonal trim. I showed you that one earlier. Iridescent striped. I showed you earlier. Basic beige. Okay, yeah, I showed you all of them earlier. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new ribbons. The rest we've sold before. And then on embellishments, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 new ones. These are the sticky back embellishments. I have, besides what I've already shown you, these are the in color shimmer gems. These are the ones you get free with your online order with me this month. Let me just remind you. Place your online order, 25 or more, you get the class packet. 50 or more, you also get the free in color shimmer gems. And here they are, and they are gorgeous. Now, I hope they don't go on back order, but if they do, I'll have to substitute something. Look at that facetedness of them. And of course, it's the 5 new in colors. Okay, so let me see what I'll just point out. In color shimmer gems, number 7. Number 8, metallic. 7, if I can count, right here. Metallic backed, adhesive back metallic gems. These you're going to get free with the paper share party. They are faceted, as you can tell from the picture. I don't know why I'm doing this like it's going to shine, but we couldn't order them yet, but they look amazing and they're metallic. So, of course, what could go wrong? Number 13, adhesive back dots for days. They look super cute. They look kind of like our in color gems that just retired, but we'll see. You get 200 in there. Number 14, basic gray. Oh, I showed you those already. Basic gray and smoky slate pearls. Number 16, in color opaque sparkle dots. You can tell by the picture that they have glitter in them, and they're the continuing in colors, not the new ones. 16. 22, adhesive back transparent dots. 22. I don't know why I can't find these numbers. Right there. So green, purple, green, white. We'll find out the colors later when everything's, well, we can find it out today in the online store on May 1st. Just go and click show more on the description. You can read all the details. 25, opal rounds assortment. These look amazing to me. It looks like blue, gold, and white, and they just look like they're going to be amazing. I can't wait to get my hands on them. 26, texture adhesive back texture dots. I think I showed those on another page, but look at, you can see the texture better on this picture. They look amazing, especially for our masculine. What did I do? 27 iridescent. Oh yeah, let's look at these better here. I showed these earlier. Iridescent faceted gems. See how they're like stamped in the little star on the inside? Adhesive back dappled dots. I showed those earlier. See the crackle on them. Adhesive back pearl trio. Those are the ones I showed already. I think I might have accidentally said those are free with an order, but that was last month. And the in color resin dots, which I showed you earlier, and they're temporarily not available. They're coming back, don't worry. Okay. And then I think the main other thing, oh, like they slipped another stamp set in on us. Penciled pear on page 118. This catalog is full of surprises. It keeps you guessing. They've got watercolor techniques here. They got some tips on coloring. It's full of stamping stuff as well. Anyway, pears, 4 in a row, super detailed, lots of sketch marks on there. You could get away with not coloring them, but look how beautiful if you do color. 4 in a row, smaller, one really large pear with a leaf attached to it and a shadow drawn under it. This is like you're in art class and you have to draw the fruit. Probably a pear flower here, but anyways, a little stem with flowers and leaves. Thanks for being you. Just a little note. It's your day. That's penciled pear on 118. Oh my gosh, they keep sneaking in stamps. I think I'm done. I lied to you that I'm done. Look, there's more stamps. Grateful blessings, page 120. You are loved. I'm grateful for you. You're such a blessing. Thank you for your prayers. These kind of flowers, which I don't know what they're called, but I know that's a kind everybody knows. They're like hanging upside down. They're super pretty. This other little outline flower image and a stamp to color in those hanging down flowers. One moment. Okay, some stuff we've had before, but look, they're telling you how to do shaker cards. Okay, another new stamp set, Musical Jamboree, page 125, 10 stamps. It's these animals that I don't know what they are. I don't know, but they're playing a tambourine, a violin, and like a banjo. This one looks more like a fox, I think. He's got a little bandana. He's sitting down. The other two are standing. Not weasels, are they? I don't know what these are. Anyway, they're like campfire animals, though, because there's a little campfire literal stamp. They're all outline images. You can color them in. We have just a note. You're a great friend. We belong together. There's an image with musical notes. There's grass, more grass, the fire, all outlined. You can color them in. And there's tips on this page as well. It's a really cute set. This is stuff we've had in the past. Okay, embossing folders. I have 3. Well, and I showed you one already. But anyway, new ones. Cute crochet. Number 2 here. It does give little sections, like different types of crochet images. Number 3 is the one I already showed you. Yes, I don't remember that name, Dashing Designs, but I remember showing you this one with the rectangles. Number 4, dotted circles. That is this one right here. This is the one Amy used on this swap and die cut out. I think she must have done just a small piece in the middle and then die cut it out, or vice versa. But so you get the circle. Isn't that smart? Anyway, look how big this is. This embossing folder is 6 inches by 8.5 inches. This is the whole thing embossed on a piece of petal pink. Well, almost the whole thing. Actually, I went less. And yeah, dotted circles. So they don't tell you what size it is here. The only way you can tell is by the price. It's $12, which is fine, but I'm just telling you. Okay, number 5, the one I already showed you, the eyelet from my pink dots. So Swirly is another. Ooh, is it not here? Well, poop. I'm not sure where I put it. Oh, right here. Darn. So Swirly is another large one. Now, this is not 3D. It's thin, so you just run it through differently. But it's the same exact size as the circle dots one. but it makes all these swirls. So I've used it with ice cream already and the ocean, and it can just be a background. It doesn't have to match those themes. And then one more, Seaside Wishes. Oh, I showed you that one. That's the hybrid. So those are the new folders. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stuff we've had in the past. Here are our natural blends in case you're looking for those for skin tones. The color theory, this section is going to help you. They have instructions here. What does triadic mean? Don't ask me. I'm going to have to go read this. So, oh my gosh. The cat is laying down on my sampler. Can't deal with that now. So definitely study this color theory and use it in your designing. If you're like me, if you don't need help, you don't need help, but that's fine. Okay, now let's look at these new in colors, and then I think we'll be done. I mean, I'll turn the pages just in case, but I think we're getting done. It's only been 2 hours and 40 minutes, so you know I'm ahead of time. Okay, so I'm sure you guys have seen these already, but the new in colors for 2024 to 2026 are Peach Pie, Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, Shy Shamrock, and Summer Splash. Woo! I have my assorted pack here of cardstock. They're all gorgeous. Oh, I didn't bring out my... Okay, I can grab it. My basic beige. They're all gorgeous. Pretty in Pink is a returning color, actually. We've had it years ago, and it came back. Of course, in these colors, you can get your ink. Here's the basic beige, and then you can get your ink pads, your markers, your Stampin' Blends, except I don't know if there's a basic beige Stampin' Blend. We'll have to see if we can find it, but I don't know. Stampin' Blends, embellishments, and all kinds of other stuff. There's the ribbons, all the stuff. I didn't pull the ribbons back out because you saw those earlier. Let me grab basic beige. I used it on that C card, SEAC card. Just to, I'm not even sure what colors to compare it to, but there's Crumb Cake, Gray Granite. Oh, nothing like that. Basic Gray. I guess vanilla. Let's look at vanilla. Yep, not like vanilla. So it's its own thing. I have uploaded to my blog, stamptherapist.com, it's color coach, not wheel, but coach. And Stampin' Up suggests colors to put together. And that is actually, I went to the color coach. I have mine printed. Let me see. You can print it from my website. It's on this right-hand side. If you're on a phone, just click website, web view, or whatever it's called. This is what it looks like, but it's several pages. And I went, I think so somewhere else they have Night of Navy with basic beige. I don't remember where it was, but anyway, I saw that and I was like, oh yes, that'll be perfect for the type of card I'm making, because I haven't played with basic beige yet and I don't know what it goes with. So I had to look at this. This is the new color, what did I call it? Color Coach. And you can just get that free on my website. Okay, so that's basic beige. Like I said, I used it in this card. It kind of looks like Sahara Sand, maybe, but I don't have Sahara Sand here since that retired. But I think it's probably a lot lighter than Sahara Sand. I'm not really sure, honestly, because I don't have any to compare it to. But I think it's really pretty. It looks like sand. It looks like a sand dollar. So there's basic beige. There's the new in colors. If you want to get this, what else do you get? The paper and the ribbon. Is it? No, not ribbons. I can't think. I need the flyer. Oh, the designer paper. Free with your purchase. I mean, free with your starter kit. That's what you'll get. I don't know where I put the designer paper and then I knocked something off. Looking for it. I'm looking. But y'all saw it. So you can get this pack of assorted paper, all 5 ink pads, all 5 regular markers, and the designer paper, which is 6x6. Oh, here it is. Free with the starter kit right now, today. If you have any questions, email me, text me, email or text me. That'll be best. And we can get you started on this starter kit. These are free. It's an $82 value plus $125 of anything you want. Here's a couple of samples where they use this paper here. So there's that. I'm going to move this and just make sure there's nothing else. Of course, you got the ink colors like normal, cardstock pad, refill, blends in the families. There are assortments and sets in case you can't find those. Here's basic beige. Let's see what we got. Pad, refill. Nope, no marker, no blend. Oh, the index is important, especially with the layout of this new catalog. I actually went through the designer papers and put it in next to all the new ones just for me. And then I think the check mark is what I have so far. Just, this is like my system. It does nothing to copy. So what do we have here? Adhesives page, embellishments, different types of embellishments pages, dies, embossing folders, embossing heat and paste, ink and coloring. So they have different inking, things you might want to look up. Where's StazOn? Where's Versamark? Whatever. Memory keeping, paper and packaging. So you can find envelopes, designer paper, cardstock, ephemera packs, grid paper, masking paper, blah, blah, blah. Specialty paper. Again, I marked the new ones there. Punches, all listed right there. So they're all listed here. And then it tells you what page they're on. This is what's in this book, by the way. Go to my online store to see the full selection. There is more online. Where's the ribbon? And then stamp sets are alphabetical here. So you can easily find the stamp set you need if it's in this book. Tools and storage. That's that. I don't remember what's here. Gathering is rewarding and fun. You can, of course, do parties. You can join. We have that great special right now. See it, love it, buy it. I love that. Oh, and there's the angel policy stamp. If you want to sell your stamps, copyright stamp. If you want to not sell your stamps, if you want to sell cards you've made with our products, make sure you have a copyright Stampin' Up stamp. And this one is stamped with love on page 144. That's a carryover stamp. But okay. Well, I hope this has been helpful and not boring. I don't know. Let me see. 2 hours and 48 minutes. For Jennifer, that's not bad. And I will see y'all next week live and in person. And I will be stamping and I will be making 3 cards with that Layers of Beauty. I think it's called. I forgot the name. Let me look right here. Layers of Beauty bundle. And let me know what y'all think about this video. Everyone have a great day. I will see you later. Bye.